Good evening, SRA Nation, and welcome to Season 14. Once you've got qualifying, then the main 1 hour race. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Sim Racing Alliance. And this is where it all counts. As all eyes go to the light, and we are racing.
He brakes late, almost takes out the car ahead of him.
He's getting a tow, a flash.
Argy right on the exit, rear end squiggle. Who's going to get the move done here around the outside?
Oh, dang!
Byron ran it so shallow there, and this has become a 4-car battle. Game of inches as the BMW is in the paint.
And we're off and away for SRA.
Good evening, everybody. It is I, Anton Rushvich, and this time I'm hosting without Marlon. Marlon's not here. We can blame his nasty ISP, but it's good to see everybody. But this time we have some rather familiar faces in the SRA community, but not familiar to D4. Everybody, please welcome Adam Santana and Riley Greer with this absolutely diabolical profile picture. Riley, you want to tell us about what that is?
Yeah, so I'm a gigantic MotoGP fan, and I'm a huge Marc Marquez fan, and Marc Marquez and Pecco Bagnaia are big rivals. And Pecco last season had a habit of just turning in and using whatever portion of track he was on with no space. I found this meme one day when I joined the league, and I thought that it was just perfect because it kind of sums up my first couple of seasons in SRA. So here we are with a cartoon of Pecco Bagnaia, and he's just going to send it in there. So
as a Marquez fan, is it incredibly satisfying that he's just seal clubbing everyone this season?
After 5 years of watching, just the comeback build and build, and then finally seeing like all of it come to culmination and him joining, Ducati, it's a dream year. We're loving it in this house. It's every Sunday that there's a race, we're up early and we're watching it. We're having a good time with it. So yeah, it's definitely glorious.
Yeah, I'm not a huge MotoGP fan, but I do love watching their races. Now that they're on an easier to watch channel here, I've been watching every weekend. Just seeing Mark get out of Honda and essentially getting out of jail, and getting into the Ducati is
purgatory,
cool.
Right?
Yeah, and now he's just like massacring everyone, including his own brother.
Yes, he's running away with it. It's another 2 races maybe, and he'll be crowned the champion for the 9th time in that man's career. So just an incredible journey coming back to full form. Yeah, but it's been great.
Well, speaking of purgatory, I don't know if you two are familiar, but D4 seems to be the purgatory of penalties this season. So, moving on to the season calendar for D4, we are currently 6 out of 8 races done. We're moving on to the 7th round at Kyalami. Unfortunately, I don't think this is a MotoGP track, as opposed to. I think they do race at Barcelona, right?
Yeah, here they've raced Barcelona, Laguna.
Not Laguna anymore because Laguna went through some legal battles.
Before they have. Other than that, they don't race at Hungaroring, but they did race at Hungary, a new track.
Last weekend, they were at I can't even remember the name of it now. It was a really neat track, but it is not good for MotoGP. And then they also do Misano.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
But yeah,
I mean,
again, I've said it every week in D2. This is about the perfect calendar that you can get in the sim racing league. Next week's going to be chaos, and I'm going to love it.
Round 8 Monza is probably just as good as round 1 Monza, right? It can't really go wrong. People are going to show up, people are going to watch, and I really hope to see everybody's familiar faces in the YouTube chat today. So, Kyalami, super, super fun fan favorite calendar for a lot of people in SRA, including myself. We're going to move on to the track map here. So we have this turn 1 bit. It's a very small king of the road, should not be considered turn 1. It's also quite reminiscent of some tracks such as maybe Nürburgring or maybe something else. But the kink in the road counts as turn 1, but the real turn 1 is the real kicker for divisions maybe like D4. So we have a very possible chance where these drivers can go 4 wide, and we don't really want to see that. I know that Jason Allen, our beloved SRA admin who leads these driver briefings, has constantly noted to not go 4 wide into that corner. And yesterday it was our good old buddy Doug Mitchell saying that. Did people go 3 wide or 4 wide? Probably. I didn't. I went 2 wide.
They did.
Oh, absolutely, they did.
Yeah, we're probably going to be seeing a lot of that.
We saw a pole sitter get murdered or kill himself going into turn 1.
We don't talk about that.
That was unfortunate.
We don't talk about that.
That really sucked.
Yeah. But Sector 1, really also famous for turn 5 here, listed as turn 5, but in reality it's probably considered by most to be turn 3, turn 4. It is barbecue. And a lot of cars, a lot of drivers will be cooked by barbecue, as it's a very tricky corner. We head into Sunset, turn 6, also very tricky. You got to run the car very, very far out wide to get all the pace. You got to have the min-apex speed very, very high. And cars like the McLaren, the Ferrari will really, really have a good time here, and the Lexus will not. And we have a few Lexus drivers that are in the runnings for the Drivers' Championship, namely Kevin Johnston. We'll go over that after. But moving on to probably the hardest couple corners on the track, turns 7 through 10 are extremely difficult. It's extremely hard to get the mid-apex speed going for turn 7. The S's of turn 8 and turn 9, super, super tricky. A lot of drivers can be caught out by the track limits on the exit of turn 9, and turn 10 is also very tricky, as it is a uphill braking zone into a downhill just spiral of corners heading into turn 12 and 13, known as Crocodile and Mineshaft. And then we head into the infamous Cheetah current corner, turn 15, which I will assume D4 hopefully practice enough, and they will have enough guile heading through that corner at high speeds. So are we going to see side-by-side here, folks? Are we going to see side-by-side through Cheetah?
In D3 last night, there were a couple side-by-side overtakes through Cheetah, and there were some successful ones. So, you know, it's all about where you get the car, where you position it, and if two drivers don't want to give space, then obviously the outcome will not be favorable.
No. This is, as Anton said earlier, people's favorite. This is my favorite track. Probably not just an SRA. It might be my favorite track in the world. But to the Cheetah point, I remember years ago during an RCI endurance race, they said, if you go side by side through Cheetah and you're on the outside and you get hit and die, it's your own fault and we're not penalizing the inside car. So it was basically, don't race through Cheetah was what they were telling everyone. And if you've never driven at Kyalami or seen, you're going to see really quick why you don't try to go too wide through Cheetah.
You will be launched to Narnia.
Very fast corner.
For sure. Let's move on to the driver standings. I'll let you boys take this away.
Yeah, I can grab these, and if Riley wants to grab the team when we get to it, I'll rip through them fast. We have Kevin Johnston in P1 by 40 points, followed by John Ansom, and then Rowdy Burns, Matt Batassi, and then Tyler Thompson rounding out the top 5. Then we have Chris Sweeney in P6, Vincent Nicolay in 7th, Ottavio Libanore in 8th, Stephen Music in 9th, Steve Foster in 10th, Christian Holmes in 11th, Scott Johnson in 12th, and 13th. We have Justin Seckham, Steven Sarver in 14th, Mike Farrow in 15th, Sergio Lindo in 16th, Anthony Lombardo in 17th, Yaroslav Koval in 18th, Dylan Bonsall in 19th, and P20 you have Darren Robichaux, followed by Hunter Gale in 21st, and then Ryan Van Epson 22nd, Mike Heisner in 23rd, Shane Lewis in 24th, Raf Cab in 25th, and we have Trey Morgan in 26th, and then Cesare Pinkowitz is in 27th, Cube Master in 28th, 29th we have Austin Townsend, rounding out our top 30 we have Sloppy Uwu, Mac Morgan, the second Morgan brother. I don't think he'll care for calling him the second Morgan brother.
Oh yeah, we had a point last week where we were calling them Morgan 1 and 2 just to get on their nerves.
Oh no!
I mean, to be fair, it is the line of succession.
And I've fallen into it. I honestly
Welcome
did
to
not know
D4,
that.
Adam. Welcome to D4.
I truly did not know that. Oh, buddy, I was a D4 vet before. Well, actually, I think like your first season I was commentating D4, but after you got promoted. In 32nd, we have Rodrigo Marino. Finn Jin is in 33rd. Gabriel Allard in 34th. Thomas Greer in 35th. John Baham is in 36th and 37th. We have Dario Ferrer, 38th. Jacob Curtis, 39th. Tamar Novak. And then we have Corey Mummery, Garrett Lorp, Clay Rocazella, Peachy M. Stearns, Stephen Buckley, Peter Reynolds, Drake, CJ Carter, Edward, Ryan, and I can't say that, and he has 0 points. I'm not doing it.
The guy in 49.
Wanjot Singh.
I got Singh. I got that.
Of course. And moving on to the team standings. So, Riley, what is glaring here for you? What are you seeing at the top over here?
So basically, I'm seeing a silver team in number 2, which they are surrounded by golds. So shout out to them. It looks like Williams, Red Eye Racing, Hunter Gale, and John Ansom. Man, they're killing it. Okay, so let's get going here. Prestige Worldwide of Chris Sweeney and Steven Music are at number 1 with 645 points. And then again, Williams Red Eye Racing, they are down by only 4 points. Wow, am I reading that right? They are really,
you are.
They're close here.
The story of the season right here is the team championship coming down to the wire.
Yeah, this is
D3's not out of it either.
Yeah.
Yeah, D3 has been very, very close as well. So we've got Ride Solo FTL. Let's see here. Steve Foster and Ottavio Libanore. They're down 53 points in 3rd. 4th, we have the Marble Maybes of Kevin Johnston and Jacob Curtis. 5th, we have OPE Racing. And 6th, we have Champion Motorsports, Moist Marauders. Oh, lovely name. Number 7, Bigfoot Racing Department, OBDA. Shout out. Number 8, Bad Pig Racing. And then we've got number 9, the Koval's Heroes. Number 10, Champion Motorsports, the Coastal McLarens. Number 11, we've got Vortex Racing. In 12th, we've got Track Cats, Totally Corvettes, Brickyard Sim Sport. Yep, that's the Morgan Brothers for sure. In 13th. 14th, we've got Delay No More with that's last season D4's champion Cube Master, correct? And Austin Townsend.
Yeah, he won silver last season.
Yeah, and then 15th, we've got TC8 RTDS. That's a lot of letters and numbers. Sergio Lindo and Dario Ferrar. In 16th, we've got Forgot About Drake. 17th, Baseline Racing Volt Lighting. In 18th, we've got Good Old Williams Racing. 19th, OBDA Castle and Cauldron Esports.
OBDA.
Number 20, yeah, OBDA. Number 20, Visual Sim Sport, Anthony Lombardo. Oh yeah, he's running solo for the rest of the season. That's right. He's still holding his own though. He's really got some great pace this season. In 21st, Impulse Racing, Ryan Van Epps and CJ Carter. We've got Champion Motorsports :3 with the GOAT, Swappy Uwu, and Garrett Lorp. Two of the funnest names to pronounce, by the way. In 23rd, we've got Entry to Barrier. 24th, Moonlight Horizon Racing. 25th, Season Band Bound, Vanquish Racing Team. And 26th, we've got Lando Piastri Racing with Finn Jin, who is also on his own for the remainder of the season.
Interesting. We have a few solo teams, right?
Roddy Burns is in P8 soloing. That's mighty. I mean,
yeah,
Lombardo in P20 by himself is huge, but yeah, that's goodness gracious.
You also have Vincent Nicolette, P11, 310 points, right? So all these guys that, I mean,
I
they're in the fight for the championship on their own, but also in the top 10 for the team championship as well. So, I mean, super impressive from these guys, but quality's about to kick off. The drivers actually just got on track, so
I think they're going out.
Yeah, we got Steven Sarver over here. This guy, I believe Sarver is actually in the hunt for the silver title. Am I correct?
Let me bring that up. I'll confirm.
Yeah, I believe Sarver is actually P1 ahead of Lindo by a couple points, maybe 20 points. I know that Sarver did not have the strongest of races, as he claims from last week. A few incident-ridden races for Steven Sarver, but I feel like this is to be expected in D4, you know. A lot of incidents for a lot of drivers here, but Sarver has been known to really keep his nose clean in these races, and that's really what causes him to be in the lead for the Silver Championship. One person I do want to point out, for no reason at all, is Thomas Greer. Thomas is not only just a good friend of mine, but he's also an OBDA and also on my fantasy team. And from what I remember in Season 12, this guy is a beast at Kyalami. So it is his favorite track. He's had 2 wins here before in SRA history. So I'm very curious to see where he can put his Bentley today.
Yeah, I remember back in the day, the Bentley was a bit OP around here. It was really cool, and I'm so glad that the Custom Bop has brought cars like that back to being usable. And sorry, you're about to say something.
Yeah, I was just going to say that earlier this week I happened to be in a practice session with Trey Morgan, and I mean, he was absolutely flying. So I'm excited to see where he lands in his qualifying laps here. If I remember correctly, I think that he had like a high or a mid 141 maybe. But yeah, he was absolutely moving. Yeah. So yeah, I'm excited. Quick. I mean, that's some solid pace for D4. It's incredible to watch these guys just get better and better each week.
Yeah, like I said before, I did D4, I think it was 2 seasons in a row, and it is so cool seeing people get better and faster. I think the second season I did D4 was the first tragic D4 season, which was where, like, I think like the first 3 races we had like 20 car pileups on the first lap of like each race, but then like seeing it evolve as the season went, as they figured it out and figured each other out and got better and faster. It's just so cool to watch these lower divisions.
I mean, it ain't a D4 race without a couple 20-car pileups, right?
Exactly.
Yes.
As we learned from
D4 is entertaining for many
season, right?
reasons.
Oh yeah. Riley, did you skip D4?
I did. Yes, I have not had the pleasure of running D4. So last season I was D5, and this season I set a really good opening qualifier for the stint, and I made it to D3. Oh, Thomas Greer getting a little loose coming out of the corner there.
Great save.
he's got, he's got plenty of time. I think we're still going to see a good lap come in from him. But yeah, Anton, I skipped right to D3 Silver, and it's been quite the learning year. But I think if you look at my pace in the beginning and then look at it just last night with Kyalami, you can see that the development that I've made, in this little sport here that we have, and it's been fun. It's a good learning curve and good progress made.
Absolutely. So we're on board with Mac Morgan. Currently, I would guess you would say he's a Morgan -- 1 as he's on track and Trey's in the pits, right? But as you were saying earlier, I mean, Trey Morgan had some pretty good pace, so that inter sibling rivalry exists. So we'll see how Mac Morgan is able to traverse through Cheetah. It looks pretty okay. Going into the final braking zone here, gets the car rotated. Car's a bit bouncy with the suspension on the final curb there. Let's see what kind of time he can get across the line. Puts him P1 provisional pole. His banker lap is a 42.4.
Yeah, 142.4, not bad.
3/4 of a tenth ahead of Steven Sarver. And there's quite a gap between P2 and 3.
Yeah, so I'd ask both of you guys, how was the warm-up with these hot temperatures? Did you have temps on your first flyer, or
no? I think that the tires, especially in the first out lap, will
still low.
Yeah, they'll definitely be still low.
It still took the solid ACC 2 laps for the tires to really come into temp.
Yeah, I haven't really raced so much in what we're 1.10. Is that what we're on now? I haven't really raced on this, so I don't have really any experience on it, unfortunately. So I'm always kind of guessing. So I always assume it's a 2-lap warm up. So I guess that holds even with the high temperatures.
A big improvement for Thomas Greer here, but what makes it more impressive as we're talking about the tire warm-up here is that Mac Morgan was able to pretty much be on pace with Thomas's lap while Thomas is on those, fresher, warmer tires now, right? So all these drivers are going to start improving. So we got Dylan Boncell about 7.5 tenths up at the moment, heading through, I believe this corner is called Mineshaft. I honestly don't remember, but he's following, I believe that is car 643, so that's Hunter Gale, currently sitting P15. Oh, very close, and he does hit Cheetah.
That's the crocodile.
Steve Stearns is a 0.9 ahead. Where did he? Oh, he jumped from P10, I believe, up to P4. That was almost a second faster that lap.
Peachy Stearns in the lovely Lexus.
So Mineshaft is the left-hander when you're going down the hill, and then the hairpin, and then the corner after are the crocodiles, and then Cheetah is the killer.
Yep. Speaking of drivers who are quite up on their time, Shane Lewis is about 9 tenths up on his time, and he's only heading about halfway through the lap, so he's on for a huge improvement if he can keep this going. Gonna go on the bonnet cam through the fast S's. You're traveling at about 100 miles an hour up this hill, and you want to be very careful on exit. Here. This is all flat, and you got to be super careful on this braking zone.
And then you have to, deep trail, get it around. You want to touch the curb there. He's a little wide, but if he can get back on the power, he might be able to save a lot of it. Let's check him here. Yep, he lost about 2 tenths there, but he's still 7, almost 8 tenths up coming down the back straight here.
Super fast section here through Crocodile. No, Mineshaft. I got it. That was Mineshaft. This is Crocodile.
I wasn't even going to correct you. I was going to say that uphill hairpin. It's
here comes your Cheetah. Looking good. No sausage for dinner. Last corner. If you don't trail brake deep here, the car will push. You will lose a lot of time here, but keeps it tidy. Headed towards the line.
Still about 8.5 tenths up. It's going to put him into P4 onto the second row.
Wow, what a gain! What a gain!
But as I was saying, Thomas Greer heading through Sunset about 2 tenths up on his time. DeBentley really coming alive with the final 3 minutes to play for here in the Silver Driver qualifying. Not seeing too many movements on the leaderboard apart from Mac Morgan still not improving on his time. This is an invalid lap, letting a few cars go. Yeah. Getting a gap.
I have Raf Cab in the pip, and
he's got some damage.
4 tenths up, 6 tenths up, 7 tenths up. Raf Cab is going big.
Through the S's, yep. The Lexus doesn't really turn there too much, but if you can get some time, some pace out of the car there, it will fly.
Eisner 6 tenths up, almost 7. He's losing a little time through there.
Yep, these cars are coming alive as the tires get into a better and better window as the fuel comes down. Heading down the fast bit here, Raf Cab approaches Crocodile. I got the corner name right. There we go.
Yeah. If
He's such an 8/10.
Oh, he nailed that braking. If he's brave and fully just nails it through
Just
here.
commit,
nails
just
the
commit through
braking,
here.
Got it.
He's able to get
Get
a
that
still
Super
7.5
used to the
tenths
track.
up.
Get on the brakes,
Oh,
nice
touch
and
the
deep,
apex.
touch the curb.
1 second
Perfect.
up on his time.
He's up over a second, 9
Let's
tenths up.
go. Come on.
That'll be pole
Losing
position.
a little bit of time, but this
for
is going
Rev
to be
Cab
great.
of
There it is.
41.9.
Go.
What
Very,
a
very
lap.
solid lap.
3.5
can
tenths
Thomas
over
Greer
Sarver.
react?
And he touched a 41. He's 41.9.
Yep, first driver in the
From our-
41s in
From
D4
our
tonight.
silver drivers.
He is cooking. Oh, we see Steven
Oh, this
Sarver
is silly.
off track. Let's
Oh,
see what happened here
no.
for Steven.
Oh, he won't be able to get back out and get another lap either. He's done.
No, I think this time. But he is currently sitting P2, so not necessarily bad qualifying for Steven, considering that he is fighting Sergio Lindo, who appears to be in P8, still on a lap, albeit not improving super well. Let's see what happened to Steven here. Approaching barbecue, and we got the replay cut short. That is my bad, folks. I'm still new with the replay system.
That'll happen.
That'll happen.
Bonsall and Finjen, 14th and 15th. And Bonsall just went up huge. Finjen's a second up. And just
Oh, wow,
gonna
what a
hop
gain.
up
Hey, shout out to
about eighth.
Finjin, 2-season teammate. I love that guy. He's a great
Let's
driver. He's a lot of
go.
fun.
Yeah.
SRA
He actually
mainstay.
jumped up to D4 this season as well. He was real nervous about it, but he's actually been very competitive. Had a couple accidents,
Yeah.
but his times are massively improved over previous seasons. So it's fun to watch these guys. Like I said before, it's fun to just watch everybody grow and develop and become faster drivers.
I mean, SRA has gotten so fast. I think even like this season, we haven't had as huge a turnout at D1 as last season. I think we had, Mike Heisner comes cheating.
ate the sausage.
Oh, that's how it happens, folks. You just get a little bit of that sausage, goes
And-
right into the sand, and the lap is over.
That wasn't
Exactly.
even a full chomp. That was a nibble.
That was a nibble of the cheetah, and the cheetah as a known predator in the South African jungle that is Kyalami, and it pounced. Big time.
Yeah. Lindo's through the last corner, about losing time, not going to gain. Yeah, that's all gone. Was maybe going to get a position there, but no.
And that's huge for the silver
Moreno
championship for
is
Sarver, because he's up
3/10
a
up.
lot.
That is big for Sarver.
Man, what a
done it.
lap for RAFCAP, though. 141.9.
3.5 tenths clear of the rest of the silver field is insane.
And now we've got the golds rolling out, so I'm interested to see what the delta is between the silver and the golds, because quite honestly, a 141.9 in D4 is absolutely cooking. So I think that Cab's going to end up probably. I mean, he may remain on pole, but he could also be, I don't know, top 3 or so.
So I
Well,
got some
Anton and I
insider
were talking
info.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
So my fantasy driver, the GOAT, Ottavio Libanore, did a 41.4 in the practice server before the race. So if he can
That's
replicate and
cooking.
beat this man who's been on fire this evening, Kevin Johnston is the championship leader in D4, then we're going to have a real scrap on our hands at Kyalami. And this track, it always produces some fantastic racing. So I'm really excited after this gold qualifying to see how everything transpires, especially leading up to turn 1. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
for reference, a 141.4 is 2/10 faster than my PB around this track. So, I mean, that's moving.
Oh, wow. Well, that Anton and I were talking about that earlier, and like I think my best lap around here, it's in the 40s. I think it's like a 40.4, and that was at like the height of my powers when I was like in D1. So to have D4 drivers being less than a second away from me, it's just like, y'all are nuts, and I love it.
Yo, it's
can you
incredible.
imagine how I made everyone feel when I was in D4 a few seasons ago?
Yeah, I remember. I remember, Anton.
I think it's just a
It was-
testament
it
to
was silly.
the pace that the entire league has been able to gain over the last couple of seasons.
It is 100%.
Absolutely.
Absolutely
Everybody's
incredible.
much faster.
This is I'm not too keyed into a lot of the other NA communities. There's one that I kind of keep an eye on, but not too much. But I mean, SRA. I mean, it's if you want the best ACC racing in this time zone, this is it. This is where you come.
Indeed.
Absolutely.
SRA is the best. And I guess we're going to take this little spot in time while Libanor is queuing up behind all these cars for his flyer. Quick shout out to all the SRA team. That includes the admins, the commentators, the stewards. Quick shout out to you, Adam, to you, Riley. Thank you for stepping in last minute. And to Jess Osborne. He's been struggling with commentator attendance last few races. So really appreciate everyone stepping up. If you enjoy these streams, please leave a like on the YouTube stream and subscribe. It really helps us as we're watching Ottavio Libanori start his flying lap. We're gonna stay on board with him as this guy has been cooking. Very long run down into turn 1, but the car doesn't get to top speed. Brake at the 100, trail brake towards the apex, try to get a good run up the hill through turn 1, up turn 2 here. Into barbecue, which is again super treacherous. Get your braking right close to the right side. Again, tires are warming up here for Ottavio Libanori. Gets on the curb on the right side of barbecue. Very simple here for Ottavio Libanori, trying to get those tires in a nice window. As we see a few drivers already crossing the line, such as Kevin Johnson, only 3/10 off of RAFCAB's pole position lap at the moment for the silver driver. Brakes after the 50 board after sunset for Ottavio Libanori here. Gets on power. Heading up to the S is super scary. Let's get on the bonnet cam, see the sheer speed of the Ferrari 296 through these S's. This car really comes alive in Sector 2. Going up the hill.
I hate to cut him, but Kevin Johnson is already provisional P2.
Exactly, yeah. He's flying. I mean, Thune's been on fire all season long.
He's unbelievable. And Baham and... Oh, it's all changing a lot. Matassi P4... Baham 10th, Burns 11th. Those are just provisional on their first flying laps.
Yeah, Libanori was up. He's back up. He's up 5/10.
Oh no!
Oh, and back down. Okay.
I don't think he can be up 5/10 on a lap he hasn't set yet, right?
Right.
We'll see what his first flying lap is going to be.
I bet it's going to be solid. I'd say top 10 at least.
I hope so.
Considering what he's been doing.
And he goes to P12, about 7/10 off, but you know, he's got time in it. He's definitely got some time in it. Someone who does have time in their lap, though, Kevin Johnson is up half a second, already going to propel him to the top of the timing table. Let's see if he can get it right. Through Cheetah, very close on the track limits there. Very tame, it seems, through Cheetah. He's gotten that corner down pretty well in the Lexus. On the power, up half a second still. That's going to be pole position, provisional pole position for Kevin Johnson here. Championship leader. Kevin Johnson with a 41.7. Very solid time for Division 4.
Libanori is climbing up. He's almost 4/10 up now. Coming through. Let's see. Can we get... Where is he?
We're seeing Matt Madison catching up to Chris Sweeney here. He might have to abort the lap preemptively. You don't want to get too close to drivers here.
Yeah, I think he needs to set himself up for his next lap.
The worst position you can be in right now, unfortunately.
Because he is on a good lap.
Yeah, he is. And it looks like he's going to finish it.
You're so dependent on if the driver in front of you can keep the pace, right? Like, if they make a mistake, unfortunately, you're victim to it as well. Libanori is up almost 6/10, so let's see.
I'm happy with that.
Well, Matassi up to P3,
oh,
so I mean,
lifted already.
I think yeah, so he's gonna cool down and then come back on the next lap. That's not the worst idea.
No, not at all. And sometimes it gives you a good mental break.
Oh, well, now he doesn't have to worry about it now. Now he has
Libanori up 8/10.
Well, that's not ideal for him. Libanori, though.
8/10.
Through Cheetah.
I mean, 9/10 right now.
Yeah, he's tracking top 2.
9/10.
Oh, there's a
second
up on the Delta. That might be super close. Oh, would lose a bit of time on exit. And it looks like it's going to be P2 for Ottavio Libanori. Very close to the championship
Oh my
leader.
goodness. Down by a 10th. Less than a 10th, really, but yeah, he's cooking. Give him another lap. Let's see what he can do.
I think that's my favorite thing about the final corner is you can gain like 3/10 on the entry, but you lose it all on the exit because you broke too late. You broke too early.
The last corner. Oh,
the last corner. It's so tricky and it's so much fun.
I'm really curious where John Ensom is because this guy is P2. He's in the fight for the overall drivers championship, and he's 1.1 seconds off of pole. Goes off track there, loses a bit of time. But man, this guy John has really got to pick up the pace here if he wants to challenge for the title heading into Monza. Tyler Thompson, dark horse of D4.
But I believe he did cross the line. He should be able to get another lap if he doesn't improve on this one.
Yeah, he should be able to. He came out a bit late, so he was the last driver to cross the line on the first flying lap. So I think so maybe he's got a bit less fuel than everybody else, but in turn, the car's gonna be a bit quicker.
So, as guys that have been driving on the current build of ACC, what do you find is your best lap? Is it the third, the fourth, the fifth? Which one?
My outlap.
My.
It always feels the best, and then I put too much pressure on myself.
You feel amazing on the outlap. You're like, oh man, the car feels great.
Steve Foster P1. We weren't even looking at him.
What a mega effort.
17 thousandths.
Wow.
Unbelievable. Wow.
I know Dan Cran will be happy with that. Steve Foster is on his fantasy team, but Steve did have a few problems last week in regards to not just connectivity, but he just seemed to be all over the place in regards to Laguna Seca. I just could not figure out the track.
I don't know if it's a fair measure. It was Laguna Seca with mixed conditions, which is difficult for anybody. Laguna Seca on the dry is difficult, so we could see a totally different race from him this race.
Also, anything that makes Dan Cran happy makes me unhappy.
You know what?
That's a fair effort.
That statement, Adam.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like anything that makes you happy either, Anton. So you're in the same boat.
I'm also in accordance with that statement.
Polarizing mentalities in the booth tonight.
Speaking of polarizing, Ottavio Libinori has been nothing short of polarizing. He's been super consistent in his quality laps, and he's currently
here we go. We're up almost 3/10.
Up into turn 10, he's still 2/10 up. It would put him into pole position, but can he keep it on the road, on the track, as he heads into Mineshaft, into Crocodile? Very famous corner. Matt Mattisey goes to pole position, provisional pole with a
great effort, Matt. Good job.
But Ottavio Libinori is up on his Delta still, very close to Matt Mattisey's Delta. Can he get Cheetah right? Let's see what happens. Goes through Cheetah. Very simple, very easy. 3/10 up on his time, approaches the last corner with 10 seconds to go in the qualifying session.
Car hooked up.
This is going to be
up almost 3.5 tenths.
Let's go.
Libinori takes the pole.
And we still have
it's not
time
over
to go.
though. There's plenty of time.
And he crossed the line at a perfect time. He gets one more lap, and I saw that he made a mistake in barbecue on the lap before. So we'll see where he can get that car going. He was about 2/10 up through turn 1 and 2. Let's see if he can manage this time through barbecue. The car looks stable, and there's a huge time gain. There's 2/10 for Ottavio Libinori. Meanwhile, Matt Mattisey about 10th and a half down. Oh, into the braking zone. Very, very strong in there for Matt Mattisey in the Ferrari 296. He's able to push the power of the 296 of the 6-cylinder engine down the hill through Mineshaft. Let's see where he can put his car over Crocodile. I did do some coaching with Matt today before the race, so let's see if he can put his knowledge to practice here through Crocodile. Very even on the Delta, but someone who's not even on Delta is Steve Foster and Libinori. Libinori is still 2/10 up on his Delta. Steve Foster about half a tenth up on his Delta, but Matt Mattisey climbs some Delta back as it goes through the last corner. Oh, and it falls away ever so slightly, so that's going to be no improvement for Matt Mattisey here, but it's a 1-2-3 in the 296. The Scuderia will be very happy with this result. Steve Foster into the last corner. Very strong cheetah for Steve Foster. Goes in the last corner about 1.5 seconds.
Oh, it's not over.
It's not over.
Push him up into pole position, it looks like, by a very small margin.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
25 thousandths, but Libinori's up on his time still.
Libinori's up by 1/10.
Can he clutch up here? Oh,
this is incredible.
He's going to get on power.
No, he didn't.
Up to the line. It's going to be super, super close. Can he get it? He's going to snatch it away from Steve Foster.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
No, he doesn't get it.
No, he does not.
Oh my god.
One thing to note here, P1 through P13 that's the spread. P1 through P13 within a second of each other.
I mean, P1 to P3 is 68 thousandths.
Yeah, these D4 drivers are really pushing. What a competitive division it is this season.
Holy Toledo. Boys and girls, what a qualifying session we have on our hands. And this is round 7. We still got one more round to go, so I'm really hoping Monza's going to be more of the same. But, man, we are excited for this race. But before we head into the race, a quick word from our sponsors. Yep, we got to run #ad. So we'll see you boys and girls back in just a few minutes.
A huge thank you to our SRA sponsors and title sponsors for supporting us here at SRA, as well as support from Documise, a modern business solution for product management. Go to documise.com to learn more today. And support from Retro Saga, a North American-based gaming company that provides accessories for your favourite classic systems, including Nintendo, Sega, PlayStation, and much more. Enhance your retro gaming experience today at retrosaga.ca. And a big thank you to our affiliates, Track Racer. Experience redefined gaming with Track Racer's high-quality sim rigs and accessories. Use code SRATE at checkout to support us. Armamentario, a toolbox for ACC that will enhance your chance to win. Enjoy a fully customizable and enhanced HUD to change the way you experience ACC. AT3D Sim Shop. Upgrade your sim racing experience today with premium 3D printed accessories featuring precision crafted magnetic shifters, sleek cable management solutions, versatile stream deck mounts, and immersive dashboard displays. Their innovative designs enhance performance and style, elevate every lap with top-tier quality and craftsmanship at at3d.net. Go Setups, premium esports setups for everybody. Use our affiliate link on our Discord and take your drive to the next level. Castle and Cauldron, a home-based crafting business specializing in handmade Harry Potter, Fantastic Beasts, and Fairy World collectibles. Magic wands, potions, mini dioramas, wall decor, costumery, cosplay, and much more. Castle and Cauldron is where crafting meets the magical. Visit facebook.com/Castle Cauldron. And from KP Concepts, your source for custom automotive renderings, graphic design, and printing. We spend countless hours making you look all good for the spectacle. Check out kpconcepts.com for more.
Foster to Townsend, cool.
And we're back,
Perfect.
and we're just in time for the race starting. Pole position for Steve
rolling.
Foster after an insane lap. Really coming out of nowhere there from Ottavio Libanori in P2. Guys, what do you make of this qualifying session and this starting grid?
I mean, these guys are insane.
Yeah, I had to take a second after qualifying ended. It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
getting sweaty just in the commentator booth. I can't imagine what these guys are up against right now, right? Like, I get drenched during the races, so I can only imagine how stressful that last session was, especially for the top three. I mean, they were within what was it, 6/10 with, or no, 6,000
So
of
the
each
top
other?
three was about
68,000.
68,000. Super close margin. Might be the closest margin between the top three drivers in qualifying we have seen this season. Don't quote me on that because I have the memory of a goldfish, but it definitely seemed very, very close.
It doesn't get much closer than that. But yeah, let's roll through our starting grid. On pole, we have Steve Foster, followed by Ottavio Libanori. Matt Matassi is in P3. Kevin Johnston, our championship leader, in P4. Raf Cab is in P5. Rowdy Burns, P6. In P7, we have, I believe, Mike Farrow. In P7, we have Tyler Thompson. P9, we have Trey Morgan. In 10th, we have Steven Sarver. John Baham is in 11th. Steven Johnson is in 12th. John Anson in 13th. I believe Tyler Greer in 14th.
Thomas
Max Morgan
Greer,
in
the
15th.
GOAT.
Thomas Greer. Christian Holmes is in 16th. Austin Townsend is in 17th. And then Riley, take us away.
Yeah, sure. So 18th, we've got Cesare Pinkowitz. In 19th, we've got Shane Lewis. In 20th, we've got P. Stearns. I know it's more than that.
PGM
And then
Stearns. Yep.
Yeah, PGM Stearns, that's correct. 21st, we've got, I think it's John Koval.
Yaroslav.
Sorry, yes, thank you. Dylan Bonzel in 22nd. Finn Jin in 23rd. Cube Master in 24th. Steven Music in 25th. Mike Heisner in 26th. In 27th, we've got Sergio Lindo. In 28th, we've got Gail Allard. Is that right, Gail? Is that
Gabriel.
correct?
We got Hunter Gale.
Gabriel,
in P29,
thank you.
So I can
Hunter
say
Gale in
mixes up.
29th. yeah, sorry. And 30th, we've got Tamar Novak. 31, we've got, help me out here, R. Moreno.
Rodrigo.
And then,
Yep.
thank you. 32nd, we've got Darren Robichaud. And 33, we've got Chris Sweeney. And finally, rounding out the grid, we've got...
A pit start.
oh,
Dario Ferro with pit start.
Dario
yeah,
Ferro.
Dario Ferro, pit start.
I love that we decided to split that in half, and you took the harder half somehow.
Yeah, the names kept getting harder and harder down the list we went.
Well,
it's like that scene from what is that? Big Daddy when he's like,
yes,
hip hop. You give him
right.
all these ones.
Well, boys and girls, we are side by side already. That was super fast run through for the grid, but we have Steve Foster on pole position and Tavi Libanori starting. Not very side by side. Libanori looks to be out of his box, or Steve Foster might be out of his box. We're about to go green in Kyalami, and there's a huge Steve Foster with the starting drive through, and we saw this happen to Jacob Rogers in D3. Wow, what has happened to Steve Foster? Why did he go so wide? And Kevin Johnson immediately jumps on the opportunity, rubbing his racing here between these two guys, but Libanori wants to inch out ahead. He knows he's got the pace, but Kevin Johnson holding it side by side through turn 2. Very scary stuff here. You don't want to be caught up by a pit maneuver here. Matt Mattisey losing a position here to the Lexus, but Raf Cab is super close, but a super clean start for Kevin Johnson. Our championship leader. He's basically through for the race lead as Steve Foster is stuck with the drive-through. But man, I didn't see any yellow flags behind, did I? Am I tripping?
No,
we're clean. We're clean all the way through.
There's
one.
See a yellow flag. No.
Sunset.
Oh, who is that? That's P2 in the championship. That's John Ansem. What has happened here?
No.
Oh, there's yellow flags everywhere.
No.
Oh no. We've seen the PIP. So many incidents. Let's see what happened
Sounds like
here to
somebody
P2.
got cooked through barbecue.
John Baham. Oh, he's gone wide at barbecue. These guys are side by side through sunset here already. What has happened here? Oh, very close here. Is that Thomas Greer going on the inside? Oh no.
Oh, what a pile up. Good avoidance though.
I think that's about all she wrote for John Ansom's championship, but don't count him out though. Otavio Libanori having to defend from Matt Mattisey through Crocodile here. Still keeping pretty close. We have another yellow flag, car 466. Who was that? That's Steven Music in the other Mustang. You know what I bet it was? I think it's probably just the S's, right? I mean, he's there. So a big incident there for Steven Music. The Mustang's not having the best of times, but Otavio Libanori on the attack is Matt Mattisey.
Yeah. And to go back, let's watch this.
Matt's real close though. Tavio's got that inside line.
Yeah, not enough.
Oh my goodness.
It's hard. It is so hard to stick that pace through the outside there, but Matt holds it together real tighty through there. Otavio pulling forward though. They are side by side. This is some really close action.
Please no
here.
incidents, please.
Oh, space given, space taken. This is great racing.
Matt Mattisey inches ahead. Yep.
To go back to the Foster drive-thru, I mean, you could tell just by how far in front he was of P3 that he was out of position. That so unfortunate for him. It's so easy to do. If you've never started a race on pole before, you kind of just don't know what to do, and it sucks. It's so unintuitive.
Your frame of reference is just so minimized, right?
Yeah.
Because normally you have the spacing between the car ahead of you and the car behind you, but for starting on pole, you're really just out in the abyss there. So it's almost impossible to tell where you really are on the track compared to everybody else.
Yeah, it sucks. But I think Steve hopefully has the pace that he can maybe fight back into this for a decent finishing position, but it's going to be a tough one. Unfortunately, the pit lane is a shorter one. Goodness gracious, I usually have those times available. Let me grab them.
I would assume
Matt Mattisey is really starting to pull away from Otavio even now, just one lap down.
Yeah. Oh, and Tyler Thompson makes a pass on Trey Morgan here. There's another yellow flag car, 229. That would be Mike Heisner going wide with John Baham picking up the pieces from Mike Heisner's incident, and I think he's already left the race. That was probably the fastest Alt F4 I've ever seen from a D4 driver. No. That's a D1 type Alt F4 right there.
That's I'm better than this. So, for reference, a drive-through at Kyalami is 17 seconds. A tire change, which all of our drivers will have to take tonight, is 52. That is ideal, obviously. Bang bang on both lines, and then good at the stop as well. So it'll be a little bit faster than that, but a drive-through isn't going to be a killer. Steve can get a good position, and
absolutely.
Not pitting right away to take the drive-through is smart. Taking it on the last lap possible was really smart by Steve.
Yeah, I mean, and if he's got good pace, we watched Jacob Rogers last night in D3, you know, he got a drive-through for being out of position on the start as well.
Yep.
And he was able to make a recovery drive back to P11. So you can definitely get well within the points if you need to be, you know.
Well, and for reference, if he does do a 17-second drive-through, he'll come out in P20. So you can recover from
still
that.
Well within the mix, right?
That's not the end of the world. Obviously, starting from pole, you want better, but he has a good path to recovery.
So Matt
absolutely, I think it helps too.
Kevin Johnston
absolutely is.
Oh, very close there on Cheetah for
this is going to get spicy here in another lap.
And Foster is taking his drive through. This would have been the last lap. This is the third lap of the race, so he has to take it.
Steve. But back to this fight up ahead. Javi Libanori takes the purple lap of a 42.642. Actually, about 2.5 tenths quicker than the car ahead. So don't count him out just yet. Even though he's had, you know, not the strongest race start by any means necessary, he's still in the mix. And so is Raf Cap, currently leading the silver drivers by pace alone in this race. But Steven Sarver not too far behind on track. He's about maybe 2.5 seconds, 3.5 seconds behind Raf Cap. So, you know, anything can happen. Still a long race to go. Our token dark horse of D4, Tyler Thompson, in P5 at the moment. So showing that Bentley has got some pace here, but the Lexus, again, showing with Kevin Johnston here that he's a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, it's interesting. I wonder if Tyler is just kind of, you know, waiting for his moment too, kind of saving the tires, letting them, you know, everybody else kind of get into their moment, and then he's going to find that real pace and work his way up through the field. It's also interesting to think about what pit strategy these guys will be on tonight to see if anybody's going to try for the undercut or the overcut and see what really pans out for him.
We just saw
Matt Mattisey trying to make a move right now. Yeah, through on Kevin Johnston. And this is Crocodile here, right downhill and through the very fast section. As we lead up into Cheetah, I wonder if there's going to be a move coming into turn 1 on the next lap.
Well, the Ferrari definitely has the better brakes, but it leaves a lot to be desired with the straight line speed, especially against the Lexus. But it does have very good top end, which doesn't get to be displayed as much at tracks like these, where the straight isn't super long. But at tracks like Paul Ricard or even Monza, where we're heading to next week, it will be very, very rapid. We see a yellow flag. That's car 254. I don't want to steer away from this battle here, but Gabriel Allard going off here. Let's see what happened on the instant replay. I think I caught it just in time.
Yeah, I think you did. That's going to be a... Yeah. Gotta be good through mine shaft, yep.
Into Crocodile. Crocodile's definitely known to be a little bit dangerous, but... Oh, there's a car diving. That's Steve Foster!
Oh, no! Steve Foster! I thought I saw 161. Oh, goodness. Oh, the absolute carnage.
The calamity.
Oh
no.
That's... Oh, man. I don't want to be too rough. It happens. I think we've all overshot the braking that corner before, but we've just not done it in traffic. And
yeah, I think that one thing about Kyalami that's worth noting is that it's so easy to cook a corner, and if you do that, especially bunched up in traffic following a train, it never, you know, ends up in a good time. Ooh, Javi Libanori almost sending it up on Matt Mattisey there.
But Kevin Johnston's not exactly running away with this race like he has been in the previous weeks. So Matt Mattisey keeping him honest. Meanwhile, Libanori also not too far behind. But Raf Cap is also in the mix. A slightly bigger gap for Tyler Thompson in P5, albeit only 1.7 seconds. But it's still rather bunched up here in the front. In the top 10, it's not too big of a split between P1 and P10.
Yeah, I feel like the Lexus probably doesn't have maybe the ultimate pace. Maybe you could speak to that better, Anton, since you had a fantastic race yesterday. But I obviously it's gonna kill on the straights. But
yeah, I mean, look at Kevin Johnson just pull away from Matt Mattisey here.
Bye.
Yeah, it's so hard to overtake a Lexus in general.
Oh yeah, I'm not excited for next week with the Lexuses. Monza being such a fast track, it spells disaster for the McLaren.
Fortunately for you, I think everyone's going to be on min wing but the Lexus, so maybe the Lexus won't get to show its strength as much in the quality laps, but I imagine, especially for myself, I believe that I'll probably be running a bit less wing than normally. just so that I can guarantee I keep a spot or that I'm able to overtake other Lexi drivers.
Lexi.
Yep.
Matt Madison keeping it really close through Kevin Johnston here at the S's.
Yeah.
This is great racing, folks.
Lexus is pretty tough here on turn 10.
Yeah, Kevin's just gonna come through here and he's just gonna blast down the hill.
Yeah, but Matt's close enough that if Kevin makes a mistake, Matt's going to capitalize.
For sure.
We should get on board with Christian Holmes here. He's going to be very close to Mac Morgan. Mac Morgan actually being, like I was mentioning before, he used to be the Morgan #1 last week, but now Trey Morgan, both Morgans are actually in the top 10, which is a huge turnaround result for them, I want to say. But hats off to them for the first 10 minutes. Very, very close here. But Christian Holmes following closely through Mac Morgan. Let's see how close he gets to the cheetah curb here. Mac Morgan. Oh, that's Trey Morgan.
That's Trey Morgan spun.
I just cursed him. No.
Commentator Kurtz is alive and well,
he's going
folks.
backwards into. Oh no! Oh, I'm so scared. Don't rejoin.
It's such a hard place to get out of. You cannot move there.
Yeah, that was about the best rejoin you can do, flipping it around that way and driving backwards and flipping it back.
Oh, we've got Christian Holmes making a move over Mac here.
Oh,
in turn 1, he seals the deal. What a great overtake.
He just touched the grass on the outside.
It was a bit of oversteer. I think the car balance just was a little bit upsetting. The rejoin had a little bit to be desired, but it looked okay for the most part. Ralph Cap taking the purple lap though.
Nice. So yeah, Mac Morgan and Christian Holmes, they had been fighting it out for about a full lap before that. So Holmes then got through, but Morgan's still the other
Mac
Morgan
doesn't look like he's ready to give up that position though. He's trying to get that P8 back.
And honestly, I think a couple of before that, I think Mac had passed Christian. I caught when I went on board with Mac, it was close, so I wasn't sure if Mac was defending or attacking. So they've been battle.
Another yellow flag. That's
another yellow flag. It's Trey Morgan again, 342.
I think he has a lot of damage, and he's just trying to hold on to get it back around.
Yeah,
I don't know why he wouldn't have pitted right away.
Oh, he gets hit by Thomas. He's running loose, and Thomas just bulldozes through him.
Oh,
it's the Boatley for a reason.
Trey Morgan trying to regain control of his car here. Not the race to remember for Trey Morgan here, but one thing to do, we have to look at here. Matt Madison still.
Oh, Mac Morgan gets a hold of the sausage cheetah.
Oh boy, I don't even want to look.
I'll grab.
Honestly, as far as the cheetah bite goes, it was the most minimal damage.
We can see what happened here for. Oh, yeah, he definitely nicked that a little bit, but not too bad there.
That is the best outcome you can get
for sure. Oh, Matt Madison having a huge tank slapper there through barbecue, and that's going to set up Ottavio Libanori for a little bit of a decent run to Matt Madison, getting a bit closer. He was a bit down on him, maybe 7-8 tenths behind, but now it closed up a little bit by about 3 tenths. He's only half a second behind Matt Madison now. And Matt Madison is not pressurizing Kevin Johnson as much as he was before, but one to look at really is Raf Cab with a purple lap of a 42.2. Pretty quick considering that Kevin Johnson, also in the same car, about 0.07 slower than Raf Cab's race pace at the moment. So
yeah, 42.4 is
maybe
rapid
a silver driver, but it's really showing some gold driver guile and Kyalami here.
Yeah, as we're watching this battle, do we want to do some movers and shakers?
Let's do some movers and shakers.
Yeah, we have Christian Holmes up 8 positions from 16th to 8th.
What a drive already.
6th from 9th to 15th. Pinkowitz is up 8 from 18th to 10th. Townsend is up 6 to 11th.
OBDA.
Koval is up 8th to 13th. And then Novak is up 15 positions from 30th to 15th.
Wow,
that's insane.
That's a big
I think
move.
it just shows that keeping it clean.
Oh, we have a yellow
OP.
car 41.
No?
Oh no!
Oh my goodness! Is that Thomas Greer fighting with Rodrigo Moreno there? Oh, they're side by side
Sarver.
here.
No, that's that's
Sarver's
Sarver.
off.
I'll grab it in the pip. I think
Ladies and gentlemen, we got the pip on the bottom.
I think
right
he ate
there.
the sausage.
Yeah, it looks like he did.
Yep,
looks like he did.
Sausage.
Let's see what happened to Steven here.
Oh,
huge bump on
that's
the rear there.
the worst outcome you can have there. Goodness.
And he barely touched it too.
Big drift there.
The worst part is about the sausage is you feel like you're on a good trajectory, but then you see it coming. You know it's too late. There's no time for correction.
Yep.
And the next thing you know, you're facing backwards, and it's such a hard position to rejoin the track because everybody's bunched up there because it's such a braking zone for the last corner.
And there's walls on both sides, and it's very narrow.
Absolutely.
So there's really not. There's the runoff there for the sand on the exit, but other than that, if you happen to go further than that, it's. And also rejoining from the exit, you can't just join back on the racing line.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll get a couple more. Sergio Lindo's up 10. Moreno is up 12. Sweeney's up 9. Ferrer's up 7 from his pit lane start. But I think a lot of those are drivers pit. Oh no!
Scott Johnson is having a huge moment on exit there, and that's gonna allow Yaro Koval to be side by side with Scott Johnson. I clicked on him on the perfect time because I think Townsend got past him. Shoots the braking point a little bit wide, but he's going to remain side by side. This is going to be our first side by side through Cheetah, I believe. Oh, he thinks better of it. Oh, but Peachy Stairs has got to check up behind.
Better decision.
Oh, there's a car going off. Tamar Novak taking the scenic route through Cheetah. Fortunately, not over the bump, but over the gravel, getting those tires a little bit hotter than normal. But nothing to worry about for these drivers traversing through Sector 3 of Kyalami, a very treacherous sector.
Yeah,
Matt Madison's starting to show just a couple signs of struggle as he chases down Kevin Johnston. He's got to worry about Tavia Libanori behind him, but he does seem to be keeping good pace. I can just tell that he's struggling just a couple corners, a little wide there as he comes into, I don't even know the corner names at this point, but yeah, it's been a good fight so far.
So race strategy wise last night, what did you guys see worked? Was it the undercut? Was it the overcut? Was it either? In my opinion, neither works around here. It's just a crapshoot.
100%. Yeah. I was telling Anton last night, I opted for the undercut, and I think that when I pitted, everybody behind me pitted, and when I came out, everybody that was ahead of me pitted on the next lap. So I was just at a stalemate and gained almost no positions from an undercut. It was the worst decision I made all night. Yeah, I think my first race here in SRA, it was I got a silver D1 podium. I finished P3 and I messed it up, and I should have had second. I could have had first, but Evan Kim was a master that night. And I almost undercut Evan Kim from like 5 seconds back, and it was just like the best thing in my life. And then
we're seeing
after the race, he was like, "Yeah, he got it."
Steven Sarver, that's his Silver Championship rival. They're going to go side by side. No, Steven Sarver pulls ahead, and just very slightly ahead of Sergio Lindo as they go through Cheetah. And this time he does make it through pretty soundly. But Sergio Lindo is not finished with Steven Sarver. The BMW does have a little bit of legs on the Lamborghini. Lamborghini not very known for its straight line performance, but the BMW doesn't seem to be too far away from the Lamborghini here. Let's see if he can get a slight slipstream heading into turn 2. This is turn 2. Remember, there's a kink in the road that's turn 1, but it's not going to be close enough for Sergio Lindo here.
No. Kevin Johnson just starting to pull away from Matt Madison too.
Yeah, that is growing, and we have a huge train from Cube Master in 16th down to Sweeney in 24th. So I think that's maybe something to keep an eye on, at least to see what people do pitting wise. I think we're close to the pit window.
Yeah, I think people are going to.
I think maybe around right now,
soon.
next 5 minutes. If I'm in the middle of that, I'm probably pitting now. If I think I have the pace, that is. But if you're in that train, you probably do have the pace.
I think it's time we check in with our pole sitter, Steve Foster. Not having the best of race starts, for sure. He was a little bit outside of his box. It looked to be a pretty sizable gap between P1 and P2, and he did get that drive-through. I don't have the YouTube chat pulled up, but I know Dan Cram won't be happy about that. And like Adam was saying before, oh my god, and we cursed him again. Steve Foster is round in barbecue, and we just saw that in live action. Not the best of races for Steve Foster, unfortunately.
We just have to stop talking about him. Hey, in the chat, we've got a request to check on how Townsend's doing. If we can get an update for that.
Townsend is actually in P9, and he started where? He started in P17, so he's up 8 positions in the top 10 already with the Porsche 992. Currently, of all the Porsches in D4, the second Porsche right behind Mike Farrow in P6. So,
Baham and Sweeney have taken their pits, so they are dropping back.
Oh, and so Libanori! There's a yellow flag for Libanori!
No!
He's facing the complete wrong way. What has happened to here?
Too much curb on the inside or too much power on the exit?
We'll have to see what happens here. He's chasing down Matt Mattisey here, coming up into turn 6.
It's gonna be too much curb. Nope,
Oh, the
just
car
too
just
much speed.
No, just I've done
much.
In practice. I've had the same experience there.
It's easy to
I think if you just get on the gas just a little bit too early, the car just comes around. There's nothing you can do about it.
Oh, did he leave?
No way. He's still here. I think the replay just bugged out a little bit.
Oh,
okay. Yeah, I still show him in P7 right now.
I was about to say, there's no way he didn't lose that many positions.
With that incident, that promotes RavCab, our current silver leader, into the podium position. So that's going to be one less interview that we'll have to do. Because RavCab leading silver onto P3. So it's like a 2 birds 1 stone kind of deal, right, guys?
Yeah, absolutely. we can yank him out of the booth and then yank him back in and ask him silver leading questions.
Oh, Matt Massey drifting again through barbecues. We saw him doing it earlier, about 10-15 minutes ago. Those tires must be screaming for help at this point. If he continues to drift like that, they're not going to be very happy. Mac Morgan here, about 9/10 of a second, right behind Ottavio Libanori, who just had a little bit of a spin. Maybe considering also a pit, because those tires, not super happy, as I was saying with Matt Mattisey. So maybe the 296 is just getting a little bit swirly at this point in time with about 30 minutes to go, heading through Sunset. Mac Morgan seems to traverse just fine, but let's see if Ottavio Libanori can handle this corner decently, and he does make it through. So I imagine he's going to be a lot more careful this time round, and for future reference, that corner is going to be one to look out for. However, this fight is still not over right here.
Yeah, I just have to wonder. And again, I think I chalk this up a little bit to a lot of people with a bit more experience, but I think so many people in this train.
What is happening here? Oh my goodness, Q-Master loses it in the S's, and Sarver is collected as a result of what just happened.
Oh
my
goodness.
Oh no.
What has happened here? We need to know. Lance Stroll.
No. Cube, no.
And what was once a train conductor is now a train victim.
I thought he got tapped, but no,
he just slows up and Sarver bumps him a few times, goes through the car, and has his own incident.
I think he took a smidge too much of that inside curb, and it bounced him.
So we have a few pitters. We have Matt Mattisey already diving in. Yeah, those tires were definitely screaming for some help. So it's going to be interesting to see where Matt Massey ends up. All eyes are on Kevin Johnson, and this man was known to pit a little bit later because he had a very nice cushion in Barcelona, and it didn't really matter at the end of the race because he just had that, alien level of pace for D4 and was able to capitalize on an overcut, a very, very large tire delta.
What was that?
Was that Lindo that just
Matt Massey comes out of pits in P23.
I'll take it in the pit.
Let's see what happened to Lindo here, but yeah, we're going to have to keep an eye on Kevin Johnson here as he goes past turn 10 here.
It was Lindo into turn 1, or on the exit of turn 1 into 2. I don't know if they got help or if he spun on his own.
So both these cars
just spun on his own.
Oh, and there's a car on the inside as well. That believe that must have been someone else. That must have been.
That's why I caught it, is because I saw that other car come through and hit them because I was watching.
Yeah, I bet.
Who it was.
Stearns came where? I got you. PG Stearns is in P12. Kind of on his own for a second. He's about 2.2 seconds back from P11, and then about 1.5 seconds ahead of Dylan Boncel. So Peachy Stern's having a rather quiet race, but also, you know, he's up 8 positions from where he started. He actually has the fastest speed trap of any car at the moment of 246 kilometers an hour, obviously on the main straight. And we're seeing Mac Morgan diving into the pits here. Let's see if we can nail his pit stop. But one thing to note here, Kevin Johnson did not react to Matt Mattisey's undercut. So if he can build a very small tire offset, if you can pit within the next 2-3 laps, I'm sure he'll be fine. But once the tires warm up for Matt Mattisey, if he can have some good out laps, then I think Kevin's going to be in trouble.
He could also be playing the game that Matt is going to catch traffic, which he potentially will with Dario Ferrer. So we'll see how that works out. It's close, but it's not super close.
Here's your periodic Townsend race checkup. Currently battling Cesare Penkowitz for P7. Townsend obviously making up a few. Oh, and Townsend actually loses it on exit where Libinori lost it on turn 6. And I think I've inherited Marlon's commentators hosting curse button, which is I didn't want to do that, but I guess
get your finger off the button, Anton. We can't do this to these guys,
right?
Yeah.
So,
yeah, are you playing with B-Dub's commercial rules right now? Like every time you see something, you just push
look
a
at
button?
this. Side by side on pit exit. Oh, Rodrigo.
Oh, side by
he has
side.
to slow up. Is this Lando Norris and Max Verstappen and Suzuka? What's going on? Oh, they're racing on pit exit here. Let's see what happens here. This
racing in
Foster,
pit exit.
actually.
What more can you want from this race?
I think it's gonna be easy here. Yeah, I can see Mr. Sir is not happy with D4. I want to keep an eye. Yeah, Kevin Johnson did not pit again. Look at that.
He's trying to stretch it out, see what he can do with the.
Oh my god!
Oh, he's a little loose though. Tires are getting. They're getting a little sketch.
And I do want to say, oh, there's a yellow flag for Tamar Novak on Cheetah. Let's see, Adam, can you get that on the pit there?
I'll do my best.
Yeah, look at Speedy Fingers Santana. There we go.
That's what they used to call me, but not anymore.
Yeah, back in high school.
In college a little bit.
Top tier nicknames.
Yeah.
Oh, just a nibble in the sausage. And then
Dylan Boncel here, though. Checking in back on Peachy Stearns. So Dylan Boncel is able to close the gap to Peachy Stearns, currently sitting P10 and P11, respectively.
Well, so looking at the gaps, Matt Mattasey has caught Dario Ferrer, who has caught Novak now.
He is. He's all up in the traffic right now.
Mattasey's getting caught up.
He's a bump there. Matt Mattasey's not going to be happy with that.
Him.
There's a yellow flag, car 28. That's Cesare Penkowitz, who was actually fighting with Townsend for the top 7 position. Let's see what happened here for Cesare.
Yeah, as we're watching that, the good thing for Mattasey is that his previous laps before he caught traffic, he was faster than the leaders, so...
Yeah, I imagine on those fresh tires, if he can definitely maximize that time where he's had clean air, obviously...
Oh, and Farrar goes off the track. Matt Mattasey gains a free position here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good for him.
Has a moment there. Yep. So Matt Mattasey, that was actually 4 positions. So Dario Ferrer has not pit yet. So by rule of nature, I guess, of racing in general, you are allowed to race the cars that are on alternate strategies. However, it is, I would say, it's very slightly frowned upon by just general sportsmanship. You don't really want to race cars that are not on the same strategy as you.
Yeah, I think it just depends on the pace. If someone's like a second faster than you, then just lift 50 meters early, let them pass you in the longest straight, and then just go about your day. But if they're not that much faster, then just keep your foot in, keep going, and then, you know, if you make a mistake or they get a run, just let them go.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a tough thing to do in a 1 hour race. Because
Matt's making time.
You don't want to give up a little bit at all. But yeah, no, Matt's not out of this.
No, not at all. He came out of the pits at P23, and he's already back to P12. So he's definitely, you know, people are starting to pit. We're starting to see that window come into play here. And Matt really took advantage of it, got in there early, and has been able to capitalize back up to P12. Let's see, where is Johnston currently? He has not pitted yet.
Yeah, he's not pitted yet. And at this point, the tire offset is going to play a role.
But right now, Mattasey is 58 seconds behind Johnston.
So it's going to be close.
a fast pit stop is 52.
Yeah.
Matassi, let's look just for reference. His time in pits was 58.
Oh, Tamar
So
Novak.
I don't know if he fixed damage or maybe the fastest we've had tonight was a 56.
Oh my god,
It's
oh,
gonna be
they're
close!
bumping up the hill. Tamar Novak is allowed to race Matt, but Matt is definitely going to be very, very frustrated with the Porsche here, even though he's full within his rights to race him. That's a little bit, you could argue a little bit unsportsmanlike. I don't want to say that just because it is racing. Oh my god, Matt's getting
close,
very loose here.
Close, a little
Let's
loose.
see what happens here. Into Crocodile.
Do the brakes.
Matt
yeah, he had to dump the line there.
And Kevin Johnson
I have to
is in the
disagree,
pits.
Anton. I don't think it's unsporting. He's running his race.
Yeah, no, it is not unsportsmanlike.
Me personally, I would have let them go. That's just me because I'm so self-preservationist that I don't want to lose a
Absolutely, yeah, I agree, Adam. I'm very much pro run your race, but at the same time, you have to finish the race to get the points. So I want to make sure that I'm not fighting with a guy who's
Kevin Johnston. Right? Nope. Is that Kevin Johnston?
Oh, and RavCap
nope,
comes out ahead of Matt Maddesy. Look,
that's
all the time he spent fighting Tamar Novak, RavCap was able to make up on the offset.
Oh, Matt's wide. Oh, that sausage curve hurts when you hit that one.
Wow.
Tidy up through barbecue. Get on the gas early. Let's go.
Yep. This is where he needs to make his hot tires matter. So he needs to get the pass done into the first Crocodile if he can get close enough. If not, it's gonna be tough.
Oh, Tamar Novak seemed to be having issues. What's going on here for Tamar? So Matt just passed him, and then I saw that Dario Ferrer was able to just go past him even more. What's going on?
That
here
looks
for
like
Tamar?
hardware failure.
Maybe he needed a drink, some water, to hydrate. This is a pretty sweaty race.
It is, yeah.
Could be.
I'm telling you.
Oh, Dylan
Athlete
Bonsell
sweat.
with PG Stearns are side by side here. Let's see what happens here. Going to okay, checking up.
Thompson is in the pits from what was the lead. So Lubinore takes the lead. And Stearns pits as well.
Yeah, how I wish this was the current result. Just red flag the race right now. It's over. Lubinore wins.
Let's not.
I mean, I would be happy with Thomas Greer being in P3 and Lubinore being P1. That would be a pretty big points haul for me. But I want to avoid saying names at this point, just because, as we learned very quickly, I had a few commentators cursing instance tonight already. So I don't want to do it any more than I already have.
For sure.
RavCab taking a more defensive line into turn 1 as he defends off of Matt Maddesy, pulls the gap. Pulls it back in for the inside if we can round the corner off very well. Oh, Matt getting close on the inside, though. This is going to be a good run as we walk into barbecue here.
Let's see what happens here.
Ooh.
Oh,
God,
very close.
Oh, he's loose.
Wow.
Oh, this is stressful.
You initially think on this track you can only overtake into turn 2, aka turn 1.
I mean, there are plenty of overtaking opportunities, right?
Oh, in barbecue, you can stick your nose in. Honestly, in my opinion, the hairpin at the top of the hill, that's the best place to pass.
Especially
the first
for a car like this, right?
Is good as well. Yeah, if your car is good under brakes and it's good with aero, that's the place to do it.
And especially on a Lexus that has the opposite of that as well. So
exactly, you got to catch them off guard. But yeah, and then coming down the hill as well is good because Lubinore is in the pits. Just because coming down the hill, if you just get such a better run, which is totally possible because that corner is tricky, especially because you can blow braking so easily.
Exactly.
Yeah. Very close between Matt Maddesy and RavCab there.
I mean, ultimately, this is a fight for P2, right, at this point, because Kevin Johnston came out pretty much effectively in the race lead in P4 at the moment. Lubinore in the pits still. Let's see where he comes out. It's currently still stationary.
Depends when Lubinore starts moving. I think he's going to get...
Wow, so Lubinore lost a lot of time in the pits for some reason. What's going on here? He's going to be passed by Christian Adams, by Rowdy Burns, Mike Farrow, even Mac Morgan might be able to get past him. He's going to have the pace going onto the main straight here over Lubinore.
So he was stopped for 39 seconds.
Oh, he definitely got moved or has some damage to repair.
Yeah, was moved.
Night gets worse for Steve Foster. Another yellow flag.
No, Steve. No.
That looks like it's in Cheetah.
Steve.
It is.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Not a race to remember for him.
But honestly, just at this point, and he is doing it obviously, but just stay in it.
Absolutely.
All these points can matter.
Let's see how close Matt Madison can get to RavCab up the hill here and down. Obviously, he's got the better brakes, got better rotation mid corner. The Lexus has got the the straight line speed. It's on minus 40 kg this week, which, for those of you who don't know, we have a custom balance of performance that pretty much brings the cars into a very close, tight battle for pole position and quality trim. As we did see today, there was a 1-2-3 of 296s, but as we're seeing in the race, the Lexus just coming alive here. RavCab currently sitting provisional P2 after the pit cycle, but Matt Madison looking to really attack, really pounce as a Ferrari would on a Lexus here, showing that the Ferrari is, it's competitive on a straight line, but the Lexus just running away, even with a very slightly compromised exit from the last corner. It just pounces away from the Ferrari.
That
Anton, I've been watching
this
battle. I've been watching this battle for a while, and that's been the story of the night for Matt Madison. Is he gets so close going into the last corner, and then on the punch, you just watch the Lexus just pull away, and it's gotta be just so demoralizing. But Matt's sticking with it, and I think he's starting to capitalize through these corners. Now he's realizing he's got the arrow, so hopefully we can get a move on the Lexus.
In the hairpin is going to be a spot this lap.
Yeah, you just got to keep it close, keep it composed. Here's a good chance because RavCab is on the brakes mid-corner.
Absolutely.
Matt Madison thinks a little bit better of it, but gets to the inside, gets a decent exit. May not have enough to be side by side through the S's, but he's still going to remain very close. Be careful not to get too much dirtier here. RavCab's going to be a bit slower through the S's, but he's very close. He's very poised to make a move on the hairpin here. Let's see what happens between Matt Madison and RavCab's on the first turn.
Too far back. Too far back.
He thinks better of it again, but the run down the hill here, he's not going to get close. We'll see on the Halocam here just how big of a gap will be formed from the Lexus and Matt and the Ferrari.
Yeah, unfortunately, the 296, the low end torque is just not there. But man, once you get into the higher gears, that thing flies.
It moves.
Pulling, yeah. Oh, RavCab missing the apex cheetah there.
He doesn't need it. He's in the Lexus.
Yeah, he's just going to power away from Matt.
Oh, that was a great last corner, but again, here we go. This is the story of the night.
Bonsall has pitted, taken their pit. It's just not even close, man.
Nope.
Like that
pushes Johnston up into P2 now.
Yep.
It's like if I tried to fight my 3-year-old.
Oh my
nephew.
God.
Oh,
like
Matt cooks it just a little bit. Nope, he gathers it back up. Man,
He
that was a great battle to watch.
Adam, I got it.
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean, to be
take
fair, my nephew is a brat, and he could probably whoop me.
Yeah, I bet. We're going to take a quick detour from one Lexus to another. John Baham currently holding the fastest lap. This guy was promoted from D5 after race 2 onwards into D4. Currently sitting with a 42.132. Dylan Bonsall just appears ahead of him, right very close in the distance into turn 2, as we know it by. But Thomas Greer still leading the race. Granted, he has not pit. The only car who has not pit yet. And the Bentley is kind on his tires, so... I mean,
Matt's side by side. He's got overlap coming. Oh, he backs out of it just a little bit coming up the hill here.
Let's see what Matt Madison can do.
Looking
the gap
for that better drive out.
Here.
He has a better line
coming down the hill.
Oh, he's much closer this time, but the Lexus still pulling
can do
away.
it.
He just it's so
he has to be really on the
Lexus.
brakes. Yeah, you have to outbrake him, which is the problem. Which when you're that far back, you can't outbrake from that far back.
It's going to be very
definitely
close
on the
to
gas
see how
earlier
close
there.
Get with the bumper here.
Man.
The headlights.
Here we go,
into
Cheetah.
Lexus's rear view mirror here. They both negotiate Cheetah very calmly, very soothingly, but the last corner we know that Matt Madison has been hitting pretty well, but it just doesn't matter as the Lexus has that top end.
I think the only thing he can really try to do is just sell the entry so hard into the last corner to set up the best exit possible. But it's still, I don't think it's going to be enough.
No, I really don't think it's going to be enough. Thomas Greer finally gets in the pits Those tires are ready to go like Kimi Räikkönen onto a yacht after crashing in Monaco 2006.
Oh, Ravcab gets loose. He's off the track.
Matt
Mattisey takes a position. Here we go. Back up into P2.
And Tyler Thompson might be able to pick up the remains here from his OBDA compadre here. Ravcab defends the inside, moves over twice. Very close stuff here between Tyler Thompson, but he's very quick to react here. Ottavio Libinori, in the meantime, grabbing the purple left, so he still has got the pace, but Ravcab losing 2 positions in 1 corner effectively. Huge, very costly mistake here. And you know what that's going to mean, folks? That's going to mean we're going to have to do an extra interview because Ravcab falls off the podium. So that's going to be not 3, but 4 interviews for us. As Ravcab falls off the podium. Very close in sunset there, but Tyler Thompson able to capitalize from Ravcab's mistake, gets the traction down, has the guile to go up the inside of sunset, and makes the move stick. But Ravcab says, hey, I'm not done with you yet. He's very close here to the Bentley, but the Bentley, unlike the Ferrari, has very good drive out of the last corners, out of very slow traction zones, and it's actually able to compete with the Lexus on a lot of straights.
Yeah, Bentley hooks it up on the exits.
So we'll see what happens.
It's too bad it drives on the wrong side of the road. It's really unfortunate.
I think it's quite a challenge to race on the right-hand drive of the Bentley.
I just can't really... I drove it a little bit when I was still racing on consoles, and I didn't hate it. And then when I moved to PC and I tried it, it was just like, ugh, I can't do it. But yeah, the first endurance series I raced in, not enough pull. There was a team, one guy, Oyston Brenham, he raced like LFM Pro for a couple seasons. Him and his teammate would race it, only the Bentley, and they were obviously fast all over the place, but there were some places, and this was one race where they just, I think they lapped the field in a 9-hour race. It was incredible.
Well, maybe that's why I got banned in LFM Pro. It's just straight up OP. It's really good on tires, really good on just tire wear, very good at keeping the tires cool. It's really just I don't know, it's just way too strong, right?
This was before LFM even existed.
Oh, wow. Well, maybe they took that as a reference, right?
Yeah, maybe.
And you know what just happened? My mouse died, so I'm having to plug in a cable.
I've had that happen before. It's tough. It's
okay. I'm going to plug in a cable so that I can charge it a little bit. In the meantime, we're just going to look at Mike Farrow.
I think it's worth noting Kevin Johnson's starting to run into what looks like some blue flag traffic here. So I don't know. Maybe this will slow him down a little bit, and Matt Mattisey can pull back some of that time.
Give me one moment,
he has
boys and girls.
Such a huge gap. But
there we go. Kevin Johnson. We see yellow flag car 134. That's Peachy M. Stearns.
Whoa.
134, and what is that? 211 as well.
Hey, I'll see what happened here to Peachy Stearns. I'm guessing maybe another. Oh, it was another turn 6 incident. Turn 6 has been catching people off like every single time here.
You know, D4 is one of those divisions that seems like they find one corner that just catches them out every time, and everybody repeats it through the race.
Yeah, you know what? I see Dan Cran in the chat. Obviously, a previous host of the D4 streams this season in Barcelona with myself in the booth as well. But we saw in turn 12 in D4 just catching every single, not just driver, but it was mostly McLarens. And what's going on here? We're seeing a lot of crab driving, it seems, from both Rowdy Burns and Mike Farrow. I don't know what's going on. Is it me? Is it the cars that we're watching?
To me, it was you, but now it's fine.
Interesting.
But I'm seeing what you're seeing is the problem. We got yellow now.
Oh, who's that? That's Steve Foster again off
Foster?
Track. No.
I'll catch it in the pit.
I wonder if he's had contact. You can see that bonnet is flapping. That car has seen better days, and he's going to go into the pits again.
He definitely had contact.
And, you know, I don't want to curse him again, but
same thing. He did. Oh, my God.
It would be the funniest thing if he gets a stop-go 30 here.
Oh, I hope not. He did the same thing into Cheetah.
Why would you say that right now?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no,
that
was so
funny.
Rude.
There's more yellow flags. Smart Novak also dying at Cheetah again.
No. So yeah, Steve. He just
RTGs.
He didn't brake early enough and went flying into the inside of the corner again. This time, I don't think he hit anyone. man, a night to forget for Steve, unfortunately.
For sure. Let's see what happens tomorrow. Oh, he just straight up hits Cheetah this time. No prisoners taken for Cheetah there.
Oh, wait, but he had it saved. He had it saved.
I think he just had enough.
Oh, no.
He's just had enough.
Oh, I don't blame him. I don't blame him. It happens.
A driver that's not had enough is Dylan Bonsello following Austin Townsend. Wait, where did Austin Townsend go? What happened? Oh, wait. Was he? What? Huh?
He's in 12th.
Townsend, I'm showing him P12 right now.
Okay, I swear I just did not see Austin Townsend on my screen momentarily.
he might have blinked off.
Let's see what happens here. Well, goes up with the inside here to Austin Townsend. Let's see what happens here. He gets the inside, yeah. Oh, he's got it. Oh, Austin Townsend, a little bit squirrely. He's a bit squeamish on the curb there. The Porsche trying to get the traction down, but a little bit scary there. Oh, Austin Townsend closing up a little bit of a gap there in barbecue on the braking, but and the Lexus of John Baham just sails past and just stops, and then he's back in the garage. He's had enough.
No, guys, stop RTGing. Stay in the race.
The race is almost done. It's just 15 more minutes of suffering. I mean, awesomeness, Kyalami, yeah. Oh, they're side by side here. Raf Cab.
Thompson. There was a pass. I'll catch it in the pit, but we'll stay live here.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
they're side by side here.
This is close.
But the Bentley just edges ahead in Cheetah, but the Lexus is Bentley goes able to keep it, slows down just enough, yeah.
They were side by side all the way down the hill.
Wow.
Wow. Now my pip looks choppy.
Yeah.
What's happening?
It may have just been a better exit, but normally you see the Lexus pulling back on cars by now, and Tyler is running away from it. So the Bentley's got some straight line speed for sure.
Yeah, like we mentioned earlier, the Bentley is probably the only car that can really handle the Lexus on a straight like this, where it's not too long of a straight. You obviously still get to the higher gears of the cars like the Lexus, the Ferrari, and the Bentley, but the Bentley just has the legs in the early stages that we see. I believe that is who is that? We see a car wide. It's
one of the Morgans, I think.
Yeah, one of the Morgans letting faster cars.
Yeah, Trey Morgan just going a little bit wide. We'll see what happened to him here just in a second, but the Bentley is able to compete with the Lexus.
I think they were letting those cars through.
Good sportsmanship from Trey there. Really appreciate that.
Yeah, watch him. He's going to go straight to the inside.
Oh, no, he does lose it.
Nope, he cut the grass. Never mind, I lied. He hit the wall.
Oh, no.
Yep. Something that's so close. Ottavio Libanori has caught up to this pack of Mike Fair and Rowdy Burns. These guys have been battling for a couple laps already, but look at this. Now it's not a 2-car battle anymore. It's a 3-car battle with 2 Porsches and a Ferrari. 2 really big car manufacturers in the sporting world now fighting on track at Kyalami in Santon. I believe it's Santon, South Africa, right?
Yep.
Oh, Ottavio Libanori makes a pretty quick jerk to the inside there. Kind of scaring maybe Mike Farrow, intimidating him, maybe saying, hey, I might go for a move, I might not. Just be ready for me.
Yeah, that's just the, I'm crazy, I might do whatever I want.
The unhinged moments of racing.
Exactly.
The Ferrari does have a slipstream here, so let's see how close he can get. I don't imagine he's going to get very close to the Porsche because this slipstream is a bit stronger. Especially because the car shapes are the same, so there's just way less drag that you're picking up in the slipstream of the same car that you're in. But Mike Farrow is still very close, keeping Rowdy Burns honest here in Sector 1 with 12 minutes to go. This is still, you know, pretty sizable fight in the standings for this race.
Yeah, one of my personal favorite things about the lower divisions is you usually see a higher number of Porsche drivers. And the reason why I love that is I cannot drive the freaking Porsche in ACC to save my life.
Closer for
So to watch lower division drivers do it and do it well is such a thrill for me because I suck at it so bad. But it makes no sense because I race it and I can drive it. But in ACC,
every
I can't
season
do
qualifier, I get a wild hair thinking that, oh yeah, I can tackle the Porsche.
Yeah.
Never ends up well.
Yep. Oh man! Oh, that's a drive-through for Allard, and I think he's serving it. That's gonna have to be track cut.
Oh, the Porsche. Oh, both Porsche and Sweeney go off here at barbecue. There, I haven't seen much of Darren Robichaud here on the screen tonight, but he's currently in a fight. He's sitting P20 with Chris Sweeney and Hunter Gale not too far behind him, and Steven Sarver in P23 after quite a few mishaps this race for Steven Sarver. But Chris Sweeney looking to keep Gale on his toes as he's also trying to chase down Darren Robichaud here in Sector 2. I mean, this is as much a fight as we have seen with Libanori and Farah. I mean, speaking of Libanori, he's still very close to these cars here. 10 minutes to go. Probably desperation is probably setting in for these guys.
Oh no, Mac! Oh, I think that's Mac Morgan again with an issue. Oh, that. Yep, that crocodile didn't eat the. I don't think he ate the curb, but hit the grass on the exit.
Unfortunate for Mac Morgan there.
Yeah, this track is unforgiving. And that's why I hope if it does come back to F1, that they don't touch any of it, because this track is perfect.
Speaking of F1, let's quickly veer off subject. So we have Cadillac F1 team. They're going to be new heading into the new regulations next season, signing 2 veteran drivers. I don't know. I know, Adam, you have a Formula 1 profile picture. As you see, Ottavio Libanori getting a good run because of Mike Farrow. Oh, Mike Farrow squeezing him onto the curb there. Side by side through turn 10. Hold on. We're going to talk about F1 in just a moment, but these guys are going side by side here. Going into Mineshaft, down into Crocodile, which is going to be a very, very strong overtaking opportunity for Libanori, but Mike Farrow inches slightly ahead, but he's still going to be watching his mirrors as Libanori
on the outside.
It's going to be there. Libanori goes for the send up the inside, and he does make the pass. It does work. He makes it work.
Nice move. Nice move.
Anyway.
I'd like to pass around the outside at Mineshaft, because you get the inside going into the last corner, but you got to hold around Crocodile. But yeah, you have a question for me. F1 question. I love F1.
Yeah, how do you feel about Cadillac signing Valtteri Bottas and Sergio Perez?
Boring, but probably the best decision. Yeah, I would have loved for them to have gone old one driver, young the other driver, but yeah, going with 2 very experienced hands, race winners. Valtteri's driven on a WCC winning team. Well, you know what? Sergio has 2. They won the WCC in 22, I believe. 22 and 23. So they're both very experienced. I think it's just so boring. It's a boring choice.
Yeah,
I think it's a smart move though by Cadillac, because your first season you're looking for car development, right? And you need that feedback, and these 2 drivers can really provide it for them. So
exactly.
Not just feedback, they also bring in the money with sponsorships, baby.
Especially Sergio.
True.
He brings like 80 million or something like that. Something crazy.
I know Checo is like a cult hero in Mexico. I was in Cancun just a few weeks ago, and I saw I recognized some of the Mexican companies like Telcel, that they were a huge sponsor of Red Bull when he was still at the team.
Matt Mattisey gets a hold of the sausage.
No!
Right through Cheetah.
Where is Matt Mattisey actually? He's in P2.
He is in P2.
He's still.
It was still a clean outcome, but yeah, it definitely pushed him over to the sand.
Yeah, he's flashing his lights. He knows we're watching him.
He did. Do you want to know why Sergio has such a big following with Telcel? It's because, oh my God, what's his name? Like the richest man in the world is from Mexico. He owns Telcel, and he's backed Sergio Perez for pretty much his entire.
Yeah, wasn't he one of the big like funding guys when he was coming up?
Carlos Slim.
Yep.
Yeah, Carlos Slim is one of the richest people in the world, and he's been backing Sergio Perez like since his junior career. Which, not that Sergio Perez, not that he's ever going to hear anything about this or cares what we have to say. He's a very talented driver. But yes, he has a very rich person backing him, which is very nice.
I'd like to think he watches the SRA stream, specifically D4.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
That would be pretty sweet. That means he saw me get P2 yesterday in D1.
Cool. Rolling in the comments.
Wow, Anton, could you imagine the rush if he watched you finish P2?
I mean, if there was any division to watch, I think it would be D4, because look at this. You don't get to see this very often. The Lexus almost goes around the outside of the Bentley in turn 10, but obviously the Lexus brakes aren't the greatest, and the Bentley brakes are definitely way better than the Lexus brakes, but it doesn't have the same top end. So Tyler's going to have to defend the inside, knowing that RavCab is going to get desperate with 6 minutes to go here. We're heading towards the final stretch at Kyalami in Sandton, South Africa. Heading towards Cheetah. These guys are really going to start pushing it here. And RavCab,
yeah,
very much pushing it here. Is getting very close to Tyler Thompson, going for the exit here. And he's on his bumper. Let's see from Tyler Thompson's wing perspective. Oh, that Lexus is glooming down that wing. He's going to get a huge run up the turn 2. Turn 1.
Keep it clean.
Oh, here we go. Into the braking zone at 100 meters. They all brake at the same time. Tyler Thompson's giving them the space. RavCab also very respectful side by side, and RavCab makes the move back into the podium positions for P3. RavCab, the silver driver in a class of his own. The next silver driver, Mac Morgan, in P11. RavCab just, he's sending it.
What a great move that was.
I hate to call it textbook because it was a really good pass, but it was textbook, but I didn't think he was going to get that pole. He nailed the braking.
Yeah.
Gave space on the outside. Got it done.
I mean,
I think calling an overtake textbook is nothing short of a massive compliment, right? Like, that is the example.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, exactly.
By no means is that a boring overtake. He did it exactly how he should.
Oh, and in other news, Rowdy Burns he's been passed by Ottavio Libanori for P6.
Yeah, I had been keeping an eye on that. I've been doing not a great job keeping an eye on some of this.
Yeah, there's a lot of battles going on. I don't blame you if you miss something.
Yeah,
I mean, I've been missing things all race long, so...
Well, yeah, but, that's expected.
Yeah, first time host. Bear with me, guys.
You are doing a fantastic job hosting, by the way.
Oh, these guys aren't done yet. Look at this. Tyler Thompson is very close to the Lexus here.
Yeah, Tyler Thompson, he can smell that podium. He really wants to get on it. And I mean, who could blame him, right?
Yeah, I mean, it would be his first podium all season long, but for RavCab as well. So a bit of an internal OBDA rivalry here in the last 4 minutes coming in and here in Kyalami. But let's revisit with our race leader, Kevin Johnson. He's had a pretty quiet race, pretty quiet season realistically in terms of just battling cars, but nothing short of a quiet championship fight. He's been storming towards the front. Currently sitting in P1 with his championship rival John Ansom nowhere near him in P15, and this is going to be a huge point swing in favor of Kevin Johnson. And you could argue it could just be championship over here for John Ansom here. Kevin Johnson just on his game all season long.
What was the gap going in? It was 30. It was 40 going into tonight. Wow, yeah, that's gonna grow. That's gonna be big. I would imagine. Jeez, I don't know. I guess whatever. So Ansom's dropping 35, and Johnson is dropping nothing. So I assume Johnson must have missed a race.
Yes. We see yellow flag. That's Shane Lewis. Got card 211. He just RTG'd.
No,
Let's see what happened to Shane.
No, and
no.
2
Don't
minutes
you
and
want to
43
cross the
seconds
finish line?
left.
Come on.
He might have died.
Let's see what happened here.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big hit, I think. Yep, that's gonna inside. Nope. No, what?
Oh. Okay. Well, thank you so much, ACC Race Control, for not showing me what just happened.
He might have disconnected.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah, another yellow for 342. Oh, 342 is back on.
Look at this. Hunter Gill still attacking Darren Obershaw, but something to know here, Chris Sweeney was behind both these guys and was able to make it past. And while these two are still fighting tooth and nail, Darren Obershaw doing his most, trying to keep Hunter Gill behind in the Porsche. I think Hunter Gill is also in the running for the team championship with John Ansom. So these guys not having the best result in comparison to Flying Solo FTL. Oh, he loses a position to Steven Sarver. And Sarver gets through and he's now able to attack Darren Obershaw for P21.
I mean, Sarver just shot right through.
Whoa! Car spun facing the wrong direction there. That is not somewhere you expect to run into traffic in that direction.
That was Moreno.
Oh, he's not facing the right way. And there are cars coming. Oh, no. Oh, okay, he gets off track.
Yeah, he either touched the grass there on the exit curb, or he just lost it under power.
Q Master
that far down the hill. Man, I can't believe Shane Lewis just RTG'd there.
I wonder if he disconnected, maybe?
No.
Well, that was my thought, but he was showing us in the pits.
Oh, another yellow flag.
I guess he could have rejoined really quickly.
I've had moments where it has disconnected me and then reconnected right, and the game shows me go to the pits really quickly. So
yeah.
Well, we're heading into the last lap. Kevin Johnson about to cross the line for the last lap of round 7 here in D4, as the sun has now set over turn 5 actually, known as Sunset. Kevin Johnson, let's ride on board with him as we take another reconnaissance lap around Kyalami here. Again, a beautiful track. Kevin Johnson, beautifully managed race so far. He's about 11 seconds clear of Matt Mattisey. No mistakes here. Was able to capitalize off of Matt Mattisey's troubles with the. I'm not going to say blue flags because they weren't blue flags. They were still racing him for position. But Kevin Johnson just on his game, in, day out. Here in Kyalami round 7. With 1 round to go at Monza, Lexus is going to be strong, but it's really just might be tough for John Insom to come back after such a strong result for Kevin and a not so strong result for John. But as the clock ticks down to 0, Kevin Johnson driving through the S's for one last time up the hill. What a mega race.
I mean, I believe Kevin started P4. Is that correct? Yeah, he started P4 to, obviously we lost 1, from P1 with the drive-through, but to just clean up the rest and just control this. I mean, he's controlled this entire race.
Yeah, for sure. And you can see he just turned his blinkers on.
Yeah, he's just keeping it clean. He's got it. He's been
one last time to cheat, and he's braking. He's not even taking any chances on this corner. One more corner to go here.
Unbelievable. Well done.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your
Matt is side-by-side through
round
Cheetah.
Of applause. Oh, there's a side-by-side through Cheetah. We got Kevin Johnson crosses the line. Libanori's caught up to Christian Holmes. This race ain't over for these guys yet. Christian Holmes one more time through Cheetah. He's got to make it through. Libanori pushing the limits. Has a little bit of a tank slapper, but is going to come across the line with P6 in hand after a very strong qualifying, very strong week of practicing. Not able to translate it into the race, but a very, very strong result nonetheless for the team championship. Matt Mattisey rounding out the race in P2 after an amazing bit of racing with Raf Cab earlier in the race, but he was able to make the pass on the inside and was just, he didn't look back after that. Tyler Thompson, once again, the dark horse of D4, crossing the line at P4. A mega race from him. And then our token Porsche drivers, Rowdy Burns and Mike Farrow, providing us a show that you can only find in D4. Rounding out the top 10, we have, I believe, Mac Morgan. A lot of drivers already leaving the race. They're not even letting me read the final order. Ah!
Yeah, I missed the top 3, unfortunately. I always try to take a screenshot as soon as the leader passes the line, and I didn't. So I missed. I have Johnson and Matt, and I missed the other podium. RF Cab did finish 3rd. So I got 3rd, something. Yes. Okay, yeah, we're good then.
Pole sitter Steve Foster coming home with the fastest lap of a 41.737. Fastest in quali, fastest in the race, was not able to translate it with the DT. Arguably very unlucky, as he was able to, I mean, he had a huge gap and then just kind of fell away with the drive-through, but yeah, very strong race in general for all these guys, and I mean, it doesn't get better than that, right guys? D4, round 7, we're still not done yet, we still got a long ways to go.
Yeah, still more action to come, absolutely.
Yeah, I love the D2 races. I've been in D2 all season, but this was a different animal, and it was fantastic. I loved it. I'm kind of glad it's over, but I loved every second of what we got.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty knackered after all these races. I imagine both you and Riley are also just, not only relieved, but also, I imagine this is Riley's first time. Actually, I want to ask you, how did you enjoy being in the booth tonight, Riley?
No, this was great fun. It's definitely a different perspective. You get to go behind the scenes, behind the curtain, if you will, and it's almost just as satisfying as racing because you get to watch all the hard work that these guys put in week and week out come to their its final fruition. and to be able to share that moment with them and see the struggle and you know, the joys that these guys reach is it's fun to be able to just kind of talk through it. And especially, you know, with you two, it's been just great conversation. So I really enjoyed my time here, and I'm glad that I got the invite to come, you know, be in the box with you.
Man, so well said, Riley. First off, you did awesome. You were fantastic. But I have the same exact thing. Like Anton and I were talking before you joined the voice chat, where I've had just like a long week. I'm super tired. And I was like, hey, man, if you want to go to bed, me and Riley got. I was like, nah, man, as soon as we get into this, I'm going to be so in it. And I had so much fun. This is always so much fun.
It's like secondhand adrenaline, right? Like,
yeah,
you know,
man.
You sit down, you get in your rig, and you're like, you kind of start to get the same feelings of like, oh, I'm about to do a race. But really, like, you get to just talk about everything that's going on around all these guys and the chaos and get to explain it. Man, yeah, I've really enjoyed this experience, and hopefully maybe I get to do this more in the future. This was a great time.
Yeah,
wink, Jess.
For sure.
I know you're watching. In the meantime, we're gonna bring in some of our podium finishers. I'm trying to get Raf Cab in for an interview because he's not only our silver winner, but he's also he also finished P3. But we're gonna bring in our P2 finisher. I believe that was Matt Mattisey. So let's bring him up here. Hello, Matt Mattisey. You are, I guess, back. Weren't you in the booth last week here?
It's like I never left.
Yeah, it's like you never left. Welcome back to the booth. And I mean, I said it last week. I said it today. He's gonna be quick, and that you were. What a race, P2. Talk us through quality, because that was super tight. There was a 1-2-3 Ferrari. Talk us through what was going on in your head there.
I mean, Ferrari overall is pretty strong on this track. I mean, the Lexus is tough to beat on the straights, but for the most part, the Ferrari is pretty solid in most corners. But yeah, I mean, I got held up a little bit. It wasn't that big of a deal because I ended up kind of backing out, giving him some space, and I think he ended up going off track. But so yeah, I mean, little hiccups here and there, but quali was pretty smooth sailing. My banker lap, I looked down and I saw the time. I was like, oh, okay, banker lap, let's go. So I was pretty confident after that, and then just pushing every corner after that. And then my final lap, I ended up messing up 2 corners. And so, no, but it was great race, great quali.
Yeah, talk about
absolutely, Matt.
Yeah. Go
ahead, Anton, if you.
No.
Sure,
you the new
Matt,
commentator.
I was glued to watching you through race control and just the spectator mode, right? And it was interesting to see your strategy kind of change, because it seemed like you were having such a great battle with Raf Cab, and it was almost like you were setting yourself up to try to keep a good run with him down the straights, and obviously in the Lexus he was pulling away, and then it seemed like, I don't know, halfway through the battle there, you kind of switched your strategy up to where you were setting more of the exits up for a better run to try to be able to stay with him through the corners and get more of an overtake there. And like you mentioned, he did end up going off track, and I think that's where you got the final overtake on him. But can you just kind of talk us through that? Did you have that same thought too?
I did. I mean, it's tough with the Lexus because, I mean, the corner exit with that car going into the straight is just unbelievable. And if you're not right on his bumper through the apex, he's going to gain several tenths on you. And I was finding that I was catching up to him in the braking zones, and then I would hold with him through most corners, but then the second that we would get onto a straight, he would just kind of pull away. So yeah, in a way, I was forcing myself to focus more on the exit of the corner so that I would stay right on his bumper. And even still, I mean, if I was right up on his bumper, I mean, he was pulling away from that point even. So it was tough to keep up with him.
It seems like you had a really strong approach to the S's, and then going up the hill into that tight hairpin there. I saw you close the gap several times there, but again, like, he gets around the corner, goes down the back straight there, and just kind of eked a little bit of a gap. But it was such a great race to watch, man. Like, super happy for your result here, and it was just so interesting to be able to see, like, you work as a driver to switch your strategy up. So great, mega result, dude.
Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that.
Yeah, before we send Matt back, do you guys have any further questions for Matt? And Matt, do you have any shout-outs?
I mean, shout-outs always to you guys for commentating. I do have to ask, though, did the undercut hurt me? from a outsider standpoint.
Yeah, I think what hurt you more was the cars that haven't pit in front of you and just fighting them, because you were quicker than the leaders on the first few laps, such as Kevin and Raf and at the time Otavio, but just the cars that haven't pit, they were obviously in front of you and have every right to race you. It was just I guess unfortunate timing. There was such a field spread at some point with a lot of incidents happening, and obviously you guys up front being just on a different, almost different division of pace. I mean, a D3 in your future, in your horizon, Matt Maddesy. I mean, hats off to you this race. It was mega pace.
Oh
yeah! Shout out to the SRA admins for keeping me and Darren together for so long. But and always shout out to the girlfriend again, putting up with my crazy hobbies between this golf and all the other things that I do. So, but no, great race. I felt bad for Foster in the first couple laps. I was kind of curious on what happened to him. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it. I saw he had a drive-through within a few laps, so
he was out of position.
Yeah, he was immediately
immediately out
right
at the start.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, he was. About like a car length out of position, but like we were talking about, it looked like it was. I don't want to say it was his first time ever starting a race in ACC on pole, but it's what it looked like.
Yeah, it almost seemed like
too far forward
because he was directly in front of me. It almost seemed like he was too far to the right. Right when we made that last corner, I was getting on my radar. Yeah, on my radar, it was telling me heavy to the left, so I kind of jumped to the left right as we got onto the straight. But yeah, I felt pretty bad for him. So he had great pace too. Had great battles with Liebenor. Obviously Johnston, once he gets a little bit of space in front of him, it's just there's no catching that dude. I mean, he kept solid pace the last 20 minutes of that race. I looked down, I said I had 8 seconds, and that 8 seconds never changed until I clipped the curb at Cheetah, and then it turned to 12. So yeah, hats off to him for having a solid race. So, but yeah, thanks again, boys. I really appreciate going back watching the races.
Well, this was one to watch, so we hope you enjoy it. And obviously, leave a like, because it helps us all. So
like and subscribe, everyone. Like I said, keep them D4 numbers up.
D4 best div. Let's go.
Yep.
All right. Have a good night. Again, fantastic job on the P2.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Do you want Ref Cab, Anton?
I would love to have Ref Cab here.
I'll grab him for you. Move to... Oh.
Please tell me he's still there.
He is.
Yay. Raf Cab, Rafael Cabrera, welcome to the booth. Can you hear us?
Wow, it's nice in here.
I know, dude. It's been a while since I've seen you here. Congrats on the P3. You've had a monster race, dude.
You guys have an espresso machine? This is awesome.
Yeah, dude. We don't even get paid for this stuff, by the way.
Yeah, thank you, man. I would love to tell you something about the race, but it basically was a blackout from beginning to end.
Oh my God, you were in battles left and right. I mean, I would argue that you on screen was probably the most entertaining bit, apart from all the token D4 incidents.
You know, it's funny. I didn't realize it, but when you're at the front, there's not a lot of incidents.
Wow, who would have thought?
Nothing happens up there. Just a lot of racing.
Yeah, nice change of pace, right?
Seriously. Well, you know what? It's definitely a nice change of pace, but I think it's because I had a little bit of pace. I was able to qualify well, and then you get to avoid a lot of stuff. So
yeah, I mean, helpful. I do want to ask you, as a silver driver, a lot of people don't really look to silver drivers to finish very high up in these races, but not only are you the silver winner, but you also finish on the podium. So, I mean, it just kind of goes to show that with practice comes, I guess, good race results, right? I mean, you were super rapid today, making some really, really strong passes on, especially fellow OBDA member Tyler Thompson. Talk us through that battle, because that seemed, you had a little mistake in barbecue. Matt Maddesy went by, and then you had to fight back, basically.
Exactly. Maddessy's a little quicker than I am, so I was struggling to keep him behind me without really impeding him. And, I had to pick up the pace a little bit, and I made a mistake. And Tyler, he's just so consistent. He's ready to pounce on whatever mistake you make. So when I got behind Tyler, I didn't think I was ever going to get past him. But I think I had a small edge in pace, and I was able to wear him down finally and got lucky and passed him. I tried a couple of times, and he fought me off. But, one thing, I knew it was Tyler, so I knew that it was going to be very clean because he's a terrific racer. So I had very little fear racing him, and that's really what makes it fun, knowing that you can trust the guy that you're racing. That's really the best part of SRA, honestly.
That's what the league is about, eh? You know, clean, consistency, trust, and that's what makes racing fun, like you said. Fellow
Totally
commentators
agree.
Adam and Riley, you guys have any more questions for Raph?
Not really a question, just more of a, you know, just a kudos to you, man. Like, I was watching Matt Mattisey for the most part of the race, and obviously, you know, you were holding him off very, very well, and just the defense that you were putting on the Lexus, every time you guys hit a straight, the gap would grow. Seemed like he would catch up in the corners, and then, you know, again, the track would straighten out, and off you go again. So just mega effort tonight, man. Would have loved to see a P2, but, you know, hey, great job.
Hey, I'll take a podium, and that is the Lexus life, you know? That's how it works.
Yeah, you guys are smooth sailing.
Feel away.
Don't I know it?
All right, I got it. Well, thanks for dragging me up. This is the highlight of my week. Thank you, man.
For sure. And quickly, before we send you back, you got any shout-outs you want to make?
No, nobody watches. Nobody cares.
Ah, come on.
Oh, no.
We care.
But they'll
We're
watch,
watching you tonight.
Normally, honestly, I'd rather them not watch normally, but this one, I'm gonna let them know. So, shout out to everybody, my friends and my family. Absolutely.
Yeah, this is the one you email to everyone in the contact list.
Yeah. By the way, did I mention I do sim racing? Let me show you a clip.
Yeah, look at this. I finished P3 at Kyalami.
Here's a random clip I just picked up. Yeah, it's just random.
Well, again,
yeah, thanks, guys.
Congratulations on the P3. Very, very
entertaining race.
You guys did a great
job. Really entertaining. Really enjoy it.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Well done, Raph.
Really.
Thank you.
Yeah, great job, man.
All right, thank you. Have a good night, man.
You too.
All right, well, Raph Cab, that's two birds, one stone. Like I was saying earlier, we got the silver driver winner and a podium finisher. So that leaves just one and only Kevin Johnston. So we're able to drag him up real quick.
I can get him if you want.
Yes, please. Kevin Johnston. I mean, tale as old as time. Kevin Johnston P1 right next to your name. I would ask how it feels, but I know it's going to be the same answer as last week and the week before, whenever you finished P1. But you know, old habits die hard. So how was your race, Kevin? How was it?
Honestly, it was a little better than I expected, and I know that that's again the broken record from last week. But I definitely lucked out with who was it, Steve?
Steve Foster,
Steve
Foster.
I caught the DT right on the first lap.
That guy was faster than me. He would have won if he didn't get that, but I kind of lucked out with the Ferraris fighting behind me. I got a good start, and I just kind of drove it.
Kind of drove it. That's just the Kevin Johnston way this season, eh? Just kind of driving it to a miraculous P1 finish by over 12 seconds. Yeah, okay. Kind of driving it.
Yeah, I think that's the perfect explanation though, because you were just kind of off in your own world there for so long, and you know you look so calm on the wheel. Like I don't think you put a foot wrong all night long.
I hit Cheetah once, and I slowed her up and just kind of took my time to get back on track. But yeah, I mean that was the only off.
It's okay. The people didn't need to know
That's
that.
Awesome.
They just know that.
Oh,
Kevin
I'm
won
human,
by a
okay?
huge margin again.
I'm
you know?
human. I just want to let people know I'm human. I mean,
You heard it here first, folks.
Well,
Kevin Johnston
we'll
is a
see if you're
human.
human when you go to D2 next season, buddy. All right.
Oh, buddy. Oh no.
Well, I mean, I don't know what else to say, Kevin. Again, like super amazing job tonight, and I do want to mention. So, after pre-penalties, obviously, you are currently in the lead of the Drivers' Championship by 105 points. So, if you finish even, I think it's just you have to finish basically ahead of John. At any capacity, you would probably win the championship, regardless of whatever happens. But I do want to say, if the same crowd isn't here, on behalf of the commentary team, fantastic job this season. Didn't put a foot wrong. The Barcelona was the first of many victories I imagine you're going to have in SRA, but man, I've just been super impressed with your driving lately. So amazing job.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Quick, any questions for Kevin and any shout outs that you may want to make?
No, this is just the first D4 race I commentated this season. I've been in D2 the entire season, but you were fantastic, man. To take on what was considered the better car and to beat them all. You can't do better than that.
Absolutely, yeah.
I just had just one question for you. We noticed that Matt took a pit a little earlier than you, and we kept thinking Kevin still isn't pit, and then finally you went in. Was that part of your strategy tonight to kind of stretch that lead out a little bit, or like did you even know that Matt went into the pits? Like, walk us through that. What was your pit strategy going into Kyalami?
Honestly, I didn't really have a strategy. I knew that I wanted to have as much clean air as possible. I actually didn't even see Matt pit, which was surprising. All of a sudden, Raf Cab was behind me, and I was like, okay, what happened? But yeah, I mean, I just kind of waited until I hit some slower traffic, and I dove in right then, and it ended up working out. I think Matt caught traffic, he said. So yeah, again, the pit strategy just worked again. And I had no traffic the second stint at all, so I literally just drove. So
that's awesome, man. Yeah, mega result. Great job, dude. And I can't wait to see you at Monza. And who knows, maybe it'll be another P1 finish.
What do you mean, who knows? It's going to be a P1 finish. Come on.
Yeah, and we know it's going to be a P1. It's the Lexus and it's Monza and it's Kevin. It's a great recipe.
Kevin's laughing. He already knows he's going to win. Look at this smug guy.
No.
Well, as Riley was saying, we are very much looking forward to you taking the flag at Monza, probably for another win. But, anything can happen, right? But again, fantastic job, Kevin. Any closing statements, closing arguments before we send you back?
Yeah, not really. Just looking forward to next week, and hopefully we can finish her out.
Yeah, hopefully. Yep. On top.
Good luck.
I'm trying to be humble, okay?
Humble as ever, Kevin Johnson.
Now's not the time, Kevin. Now's the time for celebration.
Brag.
No, it's not done yet, man. It's not done yet.
Well, that's the mentality of a champion if I've ever seen one. Again, Kevin Johnson, fantastic job. I'm going to send you back to the D4 race chat. And again, like I said, amazing. Amazing job all season. So we'll send you back right now. Good night.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Humble as ever. Kevin Johnson just driving the car, just pitting. Okay, yeah. I'll turn the wheel here.
Out for a cruise. Really, just strolling.
Yeah, just strolling Kevin Johnson. Anyway, as we were mentioning earlier, that's not what I want to see. We know what the track map was. I want the season calendar. My first slip up.
Yeah,
anyway,
your first.
Monza. That's good. The Temple of Speed. Is the Ferrari going to be strong here again? Probably. Ferrari's pretty good at Monza, but you know what else is good? The Lexus. And we're probably going to see Kevin Johnson not only fighting for P1, but fighting for the Championship of Glory. And if you don't know, here in SRA, those who win championships, that being the Gold Division, the Silver Division, and the Team Championship, they all are strongly encouraged to record themselves doing a shoey the good old Daniel Ricciardo style way.
The grossest thing you can possibly do with a shoe.
I think it's pretty neat. Personally,
it's disgusting.
It is disgusting.
It's the only reason I've never won a championship. Let that be stated.
True.
Let that be stated. It's the only reason I've never won a championship. It's not because I'm slow or I don't show up half the time.
As a previous shoey-er, I can confirm it was quite disgusting. But
yeah,
there's definitely some hesitation when it comes to a shoey. Also, you guys ever notice Monza just looks like a giant foot?
Yeah, 100%.
Just like Italy, it's a boot. They're just
it's a boot. Now we got a foot.
Anyway.
No, it's sweet. It's gonna be so much fun next race. Honestly, I'm so glad I got to ship into a D4 race. I don't have the chance to watch a lot of the races that I don't commentate on. Especially the ones that are on the same night that I usually am on. So to get to watch the D4 drivers this season and to see how great they were was fantastic. So I was so happy to be here. And Anton, you did a fantastic job with your first stream, and Riley, you did a fantastic job with your first time commentating. So happy to be here.
Well,
yeah, thanks. I mean, I'll just echo the sentiments. It was great to get the text and asked to be part of this, and I think it went pretty well. I've enjoyed, you know, the moments with you guys as I went into detail earlier. So thanks for having me, like genuinely. You know, if you need help again in the future, let me know, because this was great. I really enjoyed it.
Let's
For
go.
show. Quickly, I'll just close off the stream. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. If you did enjoy the stream, please make sure to leave a like. And if you do want to see more of SRA action, we do have one more week this season. It's going to be at the Temple of Speed, like we mentioned earlier, Monza. It's going to be a good one. Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell to receive the notification for when we go live. And of course, we do have other races going on Wednesdays and Tuesdays. Tuesdays we have divisions 1, 3, and 5, and on Wednesdays we have 2, 4, and 6. Our beloved Division 4 race tonight, the best division on Wednesday, and honestly overall to watch, because, you know, we just have fun in the commentary booth and on track. So again, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next week.
See ya.